Yep.
Okay. Welcome to the podcast where we get real about positive change. Here we talk mindset shifts, practical strategies, and the occasional struggles that come along with growing as a person. I mean, growth is a journey, not a destination. I'm so sorry. Let's keep going. Let's give a shout out and a special thank you to today's sponsor, Exquisite Apparel. See us rocking it. I mean, before we get started, again, Exquisite Apparel is more than a clothing brand. It's a lifestyle built on quality, purpose, and legacy. If you're looking for a premium everyday wear built to last, shop Exquisite Apparel. Narcy.com, home of the premium custom jewelry. I personally wear two custom chains and pendants from Narcy Jewelry. And I can honestly say that the craftsmanship is second to none. Visit Narcy.com and use promo code Corey Gibson to receive 20% off your entire purchase.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Now let's get back to today's conversation and continue with building from the inside out because real transformation always begins within. This is the Inner Outer Blueprint Show. Welcome to our show. Today is one of the most powerful forces that shapes our lives and our mindsets. Episode 1, Mindset Matters. In this segment, we explore the critical role mindset plays in both personal and business growth. We'll examine how our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes shapes our reality, influence our decisions, and drive our actions. By understanding the power of mindset, we can unlock new opportunities. Topic 1, fixed mindset versus growth mindset. This topic will differentiate between these two core mindsets, highlight how believing your ability to learn and grow, growth mindset, fosters resilience, effort, and achievement, while a belief fixed talents and ah, let's go. Let's go. Welcome to the podcast where we get real about positive change again. We're gonna run this again. We're gonna run it again. It's a lot going on out here. How you doing, Will?
I'm doing good. Listen, the world's trying to stop us.
The world is
We
really
got
trying to
the
stop us. We got a
ambulance.
lot going on out
We
here.
got the all these
Fair
dirt bikes
weather.
want to come, but we doing good.
Start the show, right? And then not only that, right? We just ran through the whole segment, right? It's our first run. We ain't get to do a promo roll or nothing. So we gonna run this one more time. Run it back just for y'all. One more time. And here we go. Welcome to the podcast where we get real about positive change. Here we talk mindset shifts, practical strategies, and the occasional struggles that comes with building yourself not only as a person, but as a business. I'm your host, SS. This Ill Willz,
Yes, soup.
and we believe growth is a journey. Know what I mean?
I know.
And not a destination. You know what I mean? First of
That's
all,
real. That's the real part. Like you're not gonna ever get there. You
look.
always gotta try to get there. Destination is
And
depth.
again, we're saying thank you to our sponsors, Exquisite Apparel. You feel me? Exquisite Apparel. Shop now. I mean, Exquisite Apparel is more than a clothing brand, it's a lifestyle built on quality, purpose, and legacy. If you're looking for a premium everyday wear that's built for every generation, be sure to check out Exquisite Apparel and wear the legacy. Narcy.com, home of the custom jewelry. I personally wear two custom chains and pendants from Narcy Jewelry, and I can honestly say that the craftsmanship is second to none. Visit Narcy.com and use promo code Coy Gibson and receive 20% off your entire purchase.
Whole
I
thing.
mean, the whole entire thing. Now let's get back into today's conversation and continue building from the inside out because real transformation always begins within. You know what I mean, Will?
Real rap.
Real rap. And welcome back to the Inner Outer Blueprint Show. today's episode is all about the most powerful forces that shapes our lives, our mindsets. You feel me, Will?
Yep.
Who would we be without a strong, positive mindset? You feel me?
Mm. We wouldn't be here. And where we at right now,
You feel me? We definitely wouldn't be here.
15th and JFK, the store. Not just the store, but the studio store.
Facts.
Holla at us.
And we at it, you hear me?
What's up?
And this is the segment intro Mindset Matters. In this segment, we explore the critical role mindset plays in both personal and business growth. We'll examine how our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes shape our reality, influence our decisions, and drive our action. By understanding the power of mindset, we can unlock new opportunities, overcome challenges, and create the foundation for lasting success. Know what I mean?
Yep.
All right, this is topic one: fixed mindset versus a growth mindset. These topics right here will differentiate between these two core mindsets, right? Highlighting how our beliefs and our abilities to learn and grow, which is a growth mindset, will fosters resilience, efforts, and achievement. While belief in fixed talents and intelligent, a fixed mindset can lead to stagnation and avoidance of challenges. You feel me? And you don't want to be like that at all. So, boom. Question one. Again, this is growth mindset versus fixed mindset. But this is question one. And question one is can you recall a time when adopting a growth mindset helped you overcome a significant obstacle in your personal or professional life? I mean, so again, it's can you recall a time when adopting a growth mindset helped you overcome a significant obstacle in your personal or professional life? Now,
Yes.
a growth mindset helped me overcome
Chilling, chilling.
like all types of challenges, like especially when it come to building with the brand and everything. Like it was always something else to do or something to know, and it was like having that growth mindset. It kept me moving when things got tight. You know what I mean? Well, like you know how it is when you trying to obtain something or you got goals out, and as you reaching the goals, are you going towards reaching these goals? Um, like
Yep.
you had to have a strong mind, like willing to adapt and pivot in all types of circumstances when you're trying to reach a goal.
Yeah, it's all about waking up. It's going to sleep with that discipline and waking up with that discipline.
No
Um,
facts.
knowing like, okay, whatever I did today, I did good. I might have did bad, but I'm gonna do better tomorrow
Hmm.
and make up for what I did yesterday if I can. And then tomorrow, just waking up, the first thought that you know, like, yes, I can do it again and better. And then proceed to. The main thing is to always do the best decision out of your decision. Make the best choice out of your decision. Okay, so like when people be talking about eating meat and different things like that, listen, maybe eat fish over the chicken, but maybe eat the chicken over the pork. You feel me?
And like resilience coming in having a growth mindset, like you know what I'm saying, because like it's almost like you can't be defeated no matter what's going on. And why this is so important is because like losses are coming, defeat is coming, mishaps is coming. So it's like you can't really prepare for these things, but you can be mentally strong enough to keep going through it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing like feeling like, you're never gonna reach your goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So there's like it creates stagnation. It creates a whole bunch of, BS that's really just mindset because if you take your mind off the BS and focus on the cures or whatever you got going on, you will be able to get to the next step.
That's real. I believe that definitely. So yeah, that a step at a time, a day at a time.
Yeah.
Just
And realistically, attacking goals, like
realistically.
realistically, knowing where you at today, so that you can, get where you need to go tomorrow or in the near future. Because it's like, you know, your hands don't always bring forth what you receive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can work hard, you can work hard, you can work hard, and things just won't pan out. So it's like you got to have other things that's keeping you, you know, level.
Yeah. Yep.
Because if you don't, you'll think that your hand is what causes what you receive. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So
That's why you gotta do like the research, like you, like kind of like what you said. You gotta know what you want for. So if I want a car,
right,
right? First, let me make sure I got a license.
exactly.
Then let me make sure I got enough money for insurance when I get the car.
Mm-hmm.
Once I can start saving money and putting up for that, driving courses, different things,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, let's get that car. But just waking up, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna get a car without a license. You can do it, but is it the best thing to do? Because are you gonna be able to keep that car? That's the thing. You might can get what you want fast, but are you gonna be able to keep it? It's not about the attention, it's about the retention. So can you keep
Mm.
and
Not
how
about
can you
the
keep
attention, it's about the just bars.
you feel me?
Bars. And like, so I believe everything starts with a good strategy. So it's like tools to use and able to work at doing what we talking about. And again, that's can you recall a time when adopting a growth mindset helps you overcome a significant obstacle in your personal and professional life?
Hmm.
The best tool for me when I was building my brand, or because how you do anything is how you do everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people need to know. If you procrastinate, you'll be a procrastinator no matter what.
Hmm.
So that's totally different from what we're talking about. But having a budget slip, if you heard of a budget slip, did you hear of a budget slip
No,
before?
what is a budget switch?
So a budget slip is a tool that you can use in order to like create your, write down your needs, how much it would cost, your wants, you know what I mean, your deficits, like I mean your surpluses,
Right.
all that shit. So it's like you can have a realistic goal. Like I mean, it's more like a hypothesis of what's going on because things will vary. You know what I mean? But this is something that you can use. So if you don't know about a budget slip, you can get on Google. You can download a budget slip, or you need a copy of a budget slip, you can comment below, or you can reach out to us, and I'll try to send you that budget slip. I mean,
Good look, good look.
but do you have anything else for this?
I mean, as far as it's about the mindset, right? And one of the main things is us getting distracted off of
Mhm.
the past. So if you want to argue with somebody that did something to you, that's being distracted off of the past.
Okay.
So one way that I get off of the past is I call it the penny, or there ain't no pennies that much, but pick up a coin and look at the date.
Mm.
It say 1974. I go Google top hits of 1974. You feel me? It say 1995. I go Google theme songs of shows that was popular in 1995.
Mm.
And what that does is it just sits me into a position because now I'm listening to songs that I wasn't even born for, but my mom had to put me down, or something that I just remember when I was in school, everybody was popping, having fun to, or watching the show. So it'll get your mind off of what's going on. That'll give you some motivation. And as long as you don't start watching those shows, you feel me? Then you can keep it moving. And that's why I say music over movies, because movies you gotta sit and watch. But that's one thing. And the other thing is with post-its. Get you some post-its. And like I say, at nighttime, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna put it up
Stay with
on my mirror, on my refrigerator, on my everything, just to let people know, yo, this is what I want going on. This is what I have. This is what I need. So even if it's as far as make sure that you go get your socks from the washing machine in the morning, I'm gonna put that post-it up there. So you might come on my crib, you might see a bunch of post-its.
Mm.
And then, yeah, I mean, I might need to attend to those, or they might be done. But think about posters and putting them up in places that you're gonna see. The mirror in your bathroom, the refrigerator. You feel me? On your door before you leave. Make sure you say, "Yo, go downstairs." Make sure you got that last file for work. Make
yeah,
sure you got your swimming trunks
like cause
before you leave.
the brand built from the brand Exquisite Apparel came from the music career.
Hmm.
And when I was doing the music, it was like you're hot. You know what I mean, you don't have a product, so that was like a monkey wrench and what I had to do. So now what I did was I tried to instead of creating exquisite apparel from the rip, I partnered with a brand, Paper Boys Apparel. I partnered with Paper Boys Apparel. I told them I was doing a lot of things. I told them that is enough room for us to grow together. We from the same hood. I wanted it to reflect where I came from instead of joining and represent other things. So that was the first obstacle. And like I said, I attacked it by not learning how to do exquisite apparel and just taking so much time off. I just attached to somebody who had it going on. So a
Right.
lot of times you can do that. Something that we don't do. Unity is everything. So it's like
Yeah, everything that you
attaching
want to
is
do is
good.
always somebody else that's doing it. And
Yeah.
either you could attach or get your research
So
done,
that can bubble.
get your foundation done, but no matter what you want to do, for the most part, 98% of the time, somebody else is already doing it, already done it, or want to do it too.
Then that way you can get all the game you need because that's another thing that's gonna attack your mindset when things don't go right. If I didn't have Paper Boys for just an image of of a clothing brand, it wouldn't be no exquisite apparel. You feel me?
Right, right,
Even
right.
though I found my own way, I did my own things.
Yep.
I did manufacturing. I was using fiber, like because I can't draw. So this we talking about obstacles. I can't
Different
draw.
tools.
I use fiverr.com. I hired me a motherfucking person that can draw. I looked up different names and stuff that like that fit us as a whole. Whereas though like you don't have to put my name on you, but this name and everything. I just thought of the whole process of where it was gonna go, how it was gonna go. It's still not all the way complete or correct, but it's growth, and that's what life is about. Growth. Don't forget that we said growth is a journey, not a destination. Feel me?
Yep.
So therefore, we're gonna get into the next question because we don't want to have y'all here too fucking long. You feel me? But anyway, question two, and again, this is growth versus fixed mindset. Topic one. What are some common signs of a fixed mindset? And how can we begin? Excuse me. How can we begin to shift towards a growth orientation? What are common signs of a fixed mindset? And how can we begin to shift towards a growth orientation? Common signs of a fixed mindset, for one, is feeling uh like you are in control of your niche or thing or yourself, which means like you don't allow input,
Opinions. Yeah.
opinions,
Yeah.
um, you not really paying attention to the algorithm
It's
and
getting too complacent. It's getting
yeah,
complacent.
it's like it's more of a force than you reading the room. You know what I'm saying? When you're in business, a lot of times business presents itself. We miss it because we have our own plans and our own items and products that we want to create. But it's like if if it's showing in the algorithm or it's showing Chat GBT, it don't matter what you use, but we use
Gemini.
Gemini. Know what I'm saying? It don't really matter or any your personal AI. What was he saying again? Or your personal AIs, right? It don't
Hmm.
matter what you use, but at the same time, you need to be open.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? And it's like that's how you know it's fixed. Because
Yeah.
you can use all of them to figure out what's popping.
And having a fixed mindset does not mean don't have a system.
Like if you know what I mean,
It's
like
a mindset, not the system. So people
right,
that, because I was about to say, well, people do the same thing every day. Da, da. It's not that. But if you could be doing it and not have a fixed mindset at the same time, right?
right.
So
So like a fixed mindset is like I said, it's not really like
going along and get along.
it keeps you in a box. It keeps you where you are a fixed mindset because you're gonna move off of perfectionist. Know what I'm saying? You're gonna move off perfection 9 times out of 10, which means you're not gonna really wanna do nothing until it's perfect. You looking for the perfect time and all that BS. Know what I'm saying? That's
Yep.
the signs of a fixed mindset. You know what I mean? And it's like it's never a perfect time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm learning.
No, Chris Brown said that.
It's never a
It's
perfect
never
time.
a right time.
No, for sure. It's never a right time for nothing.
Real right.
Not even to say goodbye, like Chris
No,
Brown said. You feel me?
not
But
even think
anyway,
about it.
but as you do it, even when I learned when I needed support, you know what I'm saying? You don't get support with a fixed mindset because you're not really like nobody can see what you got in your head. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's like your vision start to come to like the forefront as you start to do.
Yes, and there's no business that input don't help. There's no business that don't turn over. I used to think like becoming a boss meant that nobody can tell me what to do.
Hmm.
But guess what? When somebody want to buy that shirt and they say they want an extra large and I give them a large and they don't buy it because I didn't listen, now what? You feel me?
Procrastination. That's the mind of a fixed stagnation. Um, a lot of doubt. You know what I'm saying? Doubting yourself. You know what I mean? What else? Making a bunch of excuses for things that can be done like this. Cause it's like a lot of things, yeah, it takes time to, you know what I mean, to watch it come together. But it don't take time to do like that's what I had to realize. Some tasks that we put off for 5 hours take 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. That's how I go.
And a lot of that is just your mindset. It's already fixed on how you think it's gonna go, how you think your
Right.
business should be ran, how you think that your music should be. Instead of listening to your fans, listening to your audience. And I mean, your audience will show you. It's just like constructive criticism with your personal life. Constructive, a person that be like, man, you frown too much, or I don't like that. And the whole time we taking it to offense. You feel me, Will?
Mhm.
Instead of realizing that people pay for these type of people.
Right.
People pay to be critiqued.
Yeah.
So if you get it free, just be open to like be realistic and be open and be accountable for whatever's coming your way.
Look.
We ain't saying you got to take everything, but just be accountable. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we on
That's
the
how.
podcast and it's live. Give me a second.
That's how I rock.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I think too, but also that's why you do gotta have a schedule because one thing about me having a schedule is that's when I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
right.
You feel me? When I look at it and I'm on Instagram, wait, let me check out my schedule. Schedule don't say Instagram. Schedule say email. Schedule don't say Instagram. Schedule say make the food for Tuesday on Sunday, and it's Sunday at the time I should be making the food for Tuesday.
I
So
mean that's
follow that.
somewhat a fixed mindset too because it's like we're scheduling it, but it's like you gotta be willing to let it play out how it play out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can schedule
A
it.
dollar.
Bro, we doing it, bro. Go.
I will got no money.
You know me. I'm Sparks, bro. I'm Sparks. That be on the other side. Why you playing with me? Get away from me, bro. I said no,
All right now.
bro. Move, bro. Go ahead. Could you please leave us alone? Go ahead. Keep my shirt.
Okay, yes, Snoop. You said you got it.
Bro, go ahead. It's not free. Nothing is free. Except for a headache, bro. Yeah, go get it from white people. I don't owe you nothing. Owe it. Damn. That's what I'm saying about niggas. The mindset, bro.
Mhm.
It's like you see us talking, you see us having a joint, but you see white people doing their little shit and they having their little shit going on. Niggas never,
No,
never,
I would say they walk
never.
by the all the green
All the joints, all the
places that
situations
sell waters, but
they
come
come
here to
mess
ask
with us
for free.
for free. Like you mean? I don't understand that about black people, how they could come and just distract. It's just a mindset, the fixed mindset, thinking that, oh, we owe you something. We don't owe you nothing. We just sit here trying to build our mindset so we won't be distraught like that. A fix, I mean, things ain't gonna always go as planned. So you gotta vary how your scheduling will go. So if it don't work today, it can work the next day or the day after that. That's not having a fixed mindset because a fixed mindset will have you crushed when it don't play out. Know what I'm saying?
Right.
So scheduling can be fixed, but it also can be, know what I mean,
Oh yeah, always be
growth.
malleable. Yes, yes.
Yeah, because you're varying it. And if I can't be there, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna be home and I'm gonna do something more profitable home.
Right.
For, how you say it, not profitable, but something positive. Know what I
Yep.
mean? So it's like it's still not a blank day. I couldn't make it to Bridge and Pratt today, where we usually set up, but we here in town doing a podcast, being visible, doing what we need to do, working around our schedule because everything is not perfect, and that's the varies of having a group mindset. But you can see the group. A fixed mindset is like, oh man, it didn't work out. It ain't playing out. It didn't go as planned.
Right.
You feel me? And it's just like every day you get tested.
Being able to adapt.
On a podcast, not on
Gotta
a
adapt.
podcast, when around. Cause it's like it's so much chaos around you because nobody's mindset is about being unfixed. That's why they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Know what I mean?
Most definitely. That's what it is. It's like it's not let's come together so we can all help. It's let's come together so y'all can all help me. And then once me get sick, get fixed, they gonna might go somewhere else. Who knows? So I do like that the whole fixed mindset. I ain't think about that. That actually helped me out to make sure that yeah, when I do make my schedules, make some alternatives to be flexible. But
Yeah, be
when
flexible.
my distractions come up, I'm looking at my schedule. You
Yeah.
feel me? Because I'm realizing, wait, I don't need to be doing this right now.
Or it rained today. So we in the house, we preparing and setting up the cameras or whatever we could do. We creating the t-shirt prints for the six and stuff that we going, or we going through our notes and trying to create 30 titles for the month.
Yep.
30 showcase titles for the month, 30 descriptions for the month. We're gonna do 5 podcast episodes. You know what I mean? Cause there's never a stop. You can never stop. That is
Oh,
the
you could
signs of a fixed mindset being stopped. You know what I mean? And we don't want to be stopped. We want to always go. You know what I mean? Green light. I'm at it. You know what it is. That's us. And if you just tuned in, you know what I mean? This is fixed mindset versus a growth mindset. And honestly, we're gonna have to create like a barrier out there, you know. Like I mean that nobody can't come by. And it's like you'll think that people just because they see you talking and stuff, it's like
I,
we don't deserve
I
respect.
think the barriers, but if we get those the microphones, the cord, we give the wireless mics and
And I ain't gonna lie, before we even get into this question, we had uh we had a motherfucking mishap already. You know what I mean?
oh no,
And if we had a fixed mindset, we'd be stuck because come to find out they colonized vending. So it's like we trying to get exposure, as you can see. Know what I mean,
y'all see where we at?
we trying to get exposure any way we can. So it's like as our culture, they try to say black people don't want to work. We don't want to set up and do things. But what you don't know is as you get into these buildings and try to do things and really go in there, you realize that there's always a stipulation where it seems like
Always
they pushing
obstacle
our culture back,
boundaries. Yep.
pushing our culture back.
There's always a license you don't have, a signature that you need, some a payment, a fine that you got to pay.
Exactly. And now that's not even the cause. The cause is they do special vending. So that's another way to colonize what we got going on that would have stopped us if we had a fixed mindset. I mean, because we were fixed on being here, where I put in work, where we put in work, where we've been, where like them like the white people didn't want to be. You know what I'm saying? We call them crackers, like they call us niggas, but they didn't want to be here. They was out in Mount Airy where they pushing us now. And it's like now that they're back and they want to be here, they even colonizing and gentrifying who can be down here. Cause I'm sure you visit town, you're never going to see a black guy or numerous black anything in town because they don't want to see us. They always was want to be separate. I
Even if
mean,
they skin folk, they ain't kinfolk.
yeah, they not kinfolk. It don't matter how much they smile at us. They report us because we set up. We think we had our licenses and everything, and we sit down.
Money.
Reported us. Know what I mean? And why I say that because that's the truth. You feel me? That is,
Money, 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 money on my mind. I'm just trying to get rich. Money, 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 money on my mind. I ain't worried about a bitch. Started off selling nicks and dimes, graduated to brick. Started off selling nicks and dimes, graduated to brick. Money, 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 money on my mind. I'm just trying to get rich. Money, 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 money on my mind. I ain't worried about a bitch. Started off selling nicks and dimes, graduated to brick. Started off selling nicks and dimes, graduated to brick. I'm in my groove, shaking, I move, I do my thing with that. I got the pole, no, I came with that. I let it blow if it came to that. Turn my ass.
you know what I'm saying? But like I said, that was the problem. All right. The problem was they gentrifying us. They pushing us out. So when I see people laughing at people, black people, oh, how they gonna make money and they don't want to make money and shit like that, it's an insult to our culture because y'all still not woke on what's going on around us. It seemed like we free, it seemed like we equal, it seemed like we got equal opportunity, but every time you realize you don't. And that's the thing that stop. So you can't have a fixed mindset. You gotta be strong out here if you got this thing coming. I mean, and I'm sorry for the music and all that shit. I know what happened. We getting used to this shit. This only episode 1. Again, we not perfect. We don't have a fixed mindset. We had that growth mindset. You hear me? So we're gonna get into question 3. I just wanted y'all to know about the gentrification and some of the struggles that you go through trying to build up as a business, as a host, as an artist, whatever. It's all the same. So question 3. How do you encourage a growth mindset with your team or encourage hold on, let me cause I ain't got 2020. How do you encourage a growth mindset within your team or amongst your peers? Wow.
That's
So
good.
how do I encourage a growth mindset? I think the best thing to do to encourage a growth mindset is to always stay active. For one.
That's it. Just stay active.
Yeah, stay active because they push it in front of our face to distract us and for us to emulate that or copy that. I don't know if I said the right word, but I mean I'm trying to show my
Cause
intelligence.
that shit is contagious. Complacency is contagious. You want to go do something, and you run in the crib, and everybody's sitting down on the couch, and they going, man, just sit here, man, just go sit over there. Well, you know what? You sitting down.
Not only that, but what you see actually is raising you. Like is it becomes it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like when somebody buy a car or something like then you start to see the car in your mind, it creates something where they're like this shit gonna stand out to you. Before you saw it or before somebody had this one thing, right? Your mind never even realized that this was around. Like you know what I'm saying? Like exquisite apparel. If you never see exquisite apparel, you never had nobody with exquisite apparel on, you probably would never even pay attention to it. But that one time that your mom come in with the shirt or I mean shit like that. So it's like what you see is more important than what somebody says to you.
Yeah.
It's just like me telling my kids don't
Subconscious.
cuss. Know what I mean? And they hear me cussing all day. They're still gonna cuss because what they see trumps over what they hear all day. You know what I mean? And that's what people need to understand. So this is why people like say Uncle Phil raised me.
Yeah.
Uncle Phil raised me. You don't.
B.
That's not a good thing.
Jay-Z raised a lot of these niggas. That's
Jay
why
Z, like that's why we follow these motherfuckers because what they do in front of us.
Diddy's music raised all these women.
You get what
That's
I'm
why
saying?
they all crazy right now. They
And then
raising boys.
not only that, the system raised our kids, which was never a thing before. So it's like, yeah. So it's like try to be active. That's the best way to
Yeah.
take risk. Be a risk taker. Know what I
Yeah.
mean, be willing to be willing to lead the pack, man.
Yep.
Know what I'm
Lead by
saying?
example.
That's how you encourage your parents really because I lose friends by telling them to do the right thing sometimes. Like so I'm not gonna sit here and lie. You be like, yeah, yeah, I'm trying to do this podcast,
Yeah,
man.
so all that talking, yeah. You sometimes just gotta do it, cause talking and telling,
Yeah, I'm trying to set up this
like I
stand,
said,
man.
that complacency, them saying, oh no, especially when we growing up, there's a lot of I tried that, a lot of the old heads, I done did that, that ain't gonna work. I seen somebody tried and da da da. No, but you seen them try it. Did you try it? Yeah, you tried it, but at what year? How old were you? Did you have somebody like you telling you not to do it or telling about it? Won't you tell me more about this the trap? So then that way I won't fall into it instead of just saying don't because it's a trap. How is it a trap? Why is it a trap? Because it might have just been a trap for you.
And not only do you stay active and I mean take risks and be like a leader and shit like that. Um, Another way that I encourage my peers is by being positive. Another thing about mindset, being positive no matter what, seeing positivity in whatever that's going on. Because a lot of times we be overwhelmed and overstressed.
Yep.
So in my personal life, I realized that I'm always overwhelmed, overstressed. I lost my mom young. Know what I mean, I grew up in an overpopulated household with my grandma where she was raising
Oh,
so
one of them
many
houses that
families.
got the uncles and the aunts
Yeah,
and
you
the
get what I'm
cousins.
saying? And I realized like no matter what, you're going to go through shit. You're going to have mishaps. You're going to have problems. So all you need to do is be positive. And if you focus on the positive, then your mindset did half the job for you. You get what I'm saying? So like for my peers, I try to speak positivity. I listen to them. I listen to what they going through. I mean, and I point them towards the positivity.
Okay.
And how did I grow my team or do things for my team? Oh man, just with music. Like I didn't start this with a team, but I created a team on the way, and like here's my team, like right here. So it's like when you want to know what we've been doing or how we do with our peers. Listen, Wills was an independent artist, poet, all types of shit. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I met him through my journeys, and we came together. We unified. Cause that's more important than anything. It wasn't about, oh, I got this and you got that. No, it's about I got this and what you got. And if you do got something, let's see how we can strengthen that and bring that to the table and add some more people that do things that can add to our whole as a team. You know what I'm saying? And at the time I was going off the limb, I didn't know. So I had the fixed mindset slash growth mindset because I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know how much it would cost me. I didn't know the mindsets and how hard it is to try to control a team or try to bear with a team. But like I said, with Will, DC, shout out to DC. Shout out to um Ghetto Reese, niggas like that. When we used to go to these showcases, man, it was competition, of course, but our competitive, it was it was fun. The nature of
It was a
just
sport.
yeah, it's a sport. The sport, the sportsmanship of
LeBron James don't want to
yeah,
kill the other team,
hurt
B,
you, bro.
but
If
he
you could
do
come
want to
up
beat
there
him.
and you could perform and do your thing, then I'm gonna be front line tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? Even if you outdo me, and that's how I got to unify with my peers first. And then when I went from there, I met different counterparts from them, and then we kept going. And then, like I said, it was a point where I had to turn back to my neighborhood. Cause that's what my whole point of doing rap and all that shit to show them that we more powerful than just what we think we know because of what we see. We see people be out in the streets all day, selling drugs and all that shit. No matter what you go to school, no matter what your mom tell you, you emulate what you see. It's not too many rappers. It's not too many entrepreneurs. It's not too much people looking up to these people. It's not too many people valuing these people. So yeah, that was a plus for me to go back, assemble a team where though we can build a bigger team. And like I said, I was just an artist like on some Jay-Z shit. And I had Biggs and Dame with me, you feel me?
Hmm.
And then, like I said, I connected with y'all and I had a game plan. I had a mindset, which was open. Like, because, like I said, when I went in them rooms, I was going by myself. So, adding paper boys and telling him that artists have put on, as long as I'm performing right and you got your shit on deck. So, it's like I'm letting them know the values of what's going on, the values of unity, the values of everything. And we went far. Sold out $10,000 showcase, our first showcase. You see what I'm saying? And we had all the artists rocking with us. I had some like respected in these places of business. And then I did it again down Center City with my man Kane. Shout out to Kane. Shout out to niggas like Team Twan. I mean, just downtown period where we had assembled the same type of shit. My man Lil Dollar Bill, comedian, I would have them come to Afton shows or coast to coast shows, and I let Lil open up. He wasn't a comedian at the time, but he was funny. And I was like, man, listen, how you breathe life into your teammates. You funny, but we gonna make you a comedian because we take risks. That's what we do. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. I mean, I had him open it up. I would the songs that I had with certain artists, we would share the floor. I'm saying share the stage. You know what I mean, I would even have like if Will was there, he would do a poem at the end. So it's
No,
like I would get a 2 hour show or an hour, whatever it
get
is
them
that they could
comedians, hip hop,
it
singing.
just made a whole showcase within my showcase.
Yep.
That's what I would do for my peers. That's how we grew. And like even on the block, like I mean, or coming from the neighborhood, just being together. NBA Bannock is coming up. I mean, my family knowing your family and fighting and doing whatever you gotta do to plant your flag and get your respect. Know what I'm saying? But it usually draw you together more than it draw you apart. Know what I'm saying?
All right.
So that's what I did with my peers. That's how I try to, you know, what they say again, encourage a growth mindset with them because I know how it is to not have nobody care about nothing that you got going. Know what I'm saying? And a little bit of concern and empathy will go a long way. But you will like I know you heavy in the peace park and shit like that. So like what do you do there with your peers or what do you do?
It's the same time, mending, making everything needed daily. So I just, whatever it is that we doing that we find that somebody's interested in, we figure out how to make it. And that helps out. No, I might not be trying to become the best jewelry maker, but when I hire somebody to make my jewelry, I'll know what to do. When I hire somebody to do some prints, I'll know if they doing something wrong because I done already did it myself. You
Right.
feel me? So that's what it's all about. It's just about for me
Have you
learning.
ever went to a mechanic and didn't know and they just did anything and
Come on,
just
walk
they
over
know you
you.
come back? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
You
you
need to
got it.
know a little bit.
Yes, yes.
I was like, bro, we talking, we in a
Oh
podcast.
yeah.
I think I was selling some shit. My fault. Not
Oh,
right now.
we will later.
Yeah, not right now. Thank you.
But listen, we gonna have those little
And you
hiccups
know
because
what's funny?
we City Hall right now.
Listen, you know what's funny? The niggas who always ask what you got for sale never had the money. That's what I realized as a businessman, as a hustler, whatever. The niggas who always come up asking about shit don't never had the money. Cause money talk, bullshit walk 1,000 miles. You know, they will run a marathon. But I never go somewhere like, oh yeah, y'all selling shit. Like, you mean,
Hmm.
how much? Like, how much is that? That's what we ask. How much? Or sometimes we don't just ask the price. We just spend if we like it that much.
No, yeah, right.
I mean, so it's like if you see somebody doing something, talking and all that, we not on this side bringing down.
Cause
Nobody.
we actually doing it outside downtown for that type of situation. So yeah, cause there's gonna be a lot of people that pull up that might want to sit that we might need to sit down in this chair to let y'all know what's going on. Cause
That's it.
like we are in the middle of the city, the first city, Philadelphia, with the longest we on the block, the longest block in
And the
Philadelphia.
funniest part
Broad
about it is
Street.
just the growth mindset of all this would be
The
just
longest
having a
block
QR
in
code
America.
right here, having a QR code right here where they can whatever, the YouTube, John, all that shit where you can follow and tune in, and where you can follow the page and all that shit and tune in and be a supporter. But it's like you have to start. This is what growth is about, starting. A baby don't know how to walk, you know what I'm saying? And you're a baby at anything that you begin. So it's like, yeah. But again, not only just with our community, like he said with the Peace Park vending and creating things, because whatever you create that's a cure, it's not only a cure for you. This is what we mean by not being fixed. Had a mindset that, yo, my problem that I fixes everybody who has a problem like that.
Yeah.
So it's not about out here trying to promote everything that we do, but it's also trying to realize that you either a seller or you're a buyer. And I mean, bottom line.
That's it. Consumer mindset. We all got the consumer mindset. Our mindset is to go and buy the prettiest jars. So now when you go to the store and you buy jelly, then you looking for the prettiest jars. But let me tell you, the best jelly might come in a goddamn Reynolds wrap from my grandma because she made extra last Sunday.
Right.
That's how it happens. You feel me? So people worried about how to get the container, how to go find somebody to do it when you can do it on your own and you can just make a little bit extra for your neighbor.
And then what's going on today? Like, do you really want to keep trusting these people telling you that this is in this and that is in that when they recalling everything? Know what I'm saying?
Listen,
All the food,
I'm
all
trying to get
the
on
ingredients,
my food the way that you are.
all the lotions, they all got poison. The toothpastes. Like, is you gonna keep allowing them to govern for you to to that extent? Know what I'm saying? No. So it's like create all your cure, realize what you got going on. First of all, this accountability. Accountability is realizing what you have going on, what you have to cure, what you had to fix, whatever you want to call it, and realize that it's not just you in the world. So once you fix that thing and complete that thing, the whole there's a whole audience out here that's had the same issues. Like mindset. Everybody has an issue with, being in control of their mindset, focusing and all this shit, especially with all the things that we're putting on our body, in our body, all the pollutions in the air and everything that's going on today. The 20-second view, the reels, the blue light, you know what I'm saying? This is all attacking you from the inside out and vice versa. So you will have to have strengthening,
Yeah.
strengthening, growth
Focus. Don't get distracted.
mindset, man.
That's what it is. It's the mindset is exactly what it's about.
Mindset, man. And you can't just say it's about me because like we're sinking as a whole. We're not sinking as a one. So therefore we realize that niggas like just use Jay-Z and them example. They're the one. You know how many people that's nowhere near Jay-Z? Know what I'm saying? So therefore it's a lot more curing than just you getting in and turning on the rest. Know what I'm saying? So you're responsible for the next person. They say it take a village to raise children. You know what I mean? We are God's children, so you're responsible.
That's
Feel
real.
me?
Listening. Yeah.
Okay. Know what I mean? So again, yeah, I mean, we're gonna go to this transition. Mindset is where growth begins.
Yeah.
But sometimes the biggest obstacle isn't the challenge itself. It is the belief we've accepted about ourselves that bring us to our next segment. You feel me? Overcoming limited beliefs. This topic explores how to identify and challenge the limited beliefs and negative thought patterns that can prevent us from reaching our full potential.
Yeah, that's all
You know what I'm
mindset
saying?
nowadays. Because back then, before that, you had
We'll
to.
examine, not to cut you off, but we'll examine how these beliefs influence our decisions, confidence, actions, while uncovering practical strategies to replace them with empowering perspectives that support growth, resilience, and lasting success. You feel me?
No, that's it.
You feel me? Yeah, I mean, okay, so this is question one. And again, this is overcoming limited beliefs. Segment two. What's one limiting belief you've had to actively work to overcome? And what strategies did you find most effective?
I mean, yeah, I think the most difference right now with my most limited mindset, it was just people saying that it couldn't be done, or just me not seeing it done. But right now, where we at, we can Google, we got YouTubes and all these things, so you can see it being done. That's another thing. We're going back to the thing earlier.
Right,
Whatever you want to do, research it, and you're gonna find somebody else that's doing it too.
right,
Back then, we didn't have the internet. We just had encyclopedias and the people, the rappers. We couldn't touch those rappers, but now those rappers is live and showing us how they write their raps and who make their beats and where they came from. So we got a lot more to realize, to see that these people weren't that different from us.
right.
They're normal, regular people. Like one thing Biggie say, the only thing Darren that he say that's good is people bleed just like us, right? And that's the main thing. Everybody wake up, go to sleep, poop, pee, do all that, eat and everything. So once you realize that, it's a baseline. Just figure out what you want to do, and it might not be for you, but try it until you get to it, till you see if it is. You feel me?
Right.
And if it's not, then try something else.
That's a
But
fact.
that's what it is. I just do more research and just look for more like-minded people like
Fact.
yourself before I can do it. Because
I was about to say, now I'm glad you went there with it before you finished. Because honestly, we talked about peers in the last question, but it's like who you around a lot. And honestly, overcoming limited beliefs is more hereditary and passed down. I say hereditary because history repeats itself. A lot of people try to do stuff, or they know somebody who tried to do something, and they don't always work out. But what we learned about life is that everything just not going to work out, and that's the whole point of building your mindset. Because limited beliefs are usually influence. You got what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You can't do that, or we can't. How you gonna do that? How we gonna get the money to do that? Like one time, I asked one of my cousins. I said, "Damn, you want to do the podcast, the music podcast with me?" My cousin Gordy. I said, "Damn." And what Gordy said was, "How is we gonna get it out to the people like all the other streamers and all the other podcasts and all the other shit?" And it's like,
just do it.
that's a limited belief.
Yeah, you
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Who gonna see it?
And you don't know how
Do it.
many times that limited belief might have pushed me back a year because I'm like, damn, this person they active. How could they be scared? They on stage, like they doing music, they doing shit. How can they be annoyed or worried? But it's like
That's
even what we do things for, this is why you have to be purposeful. Being purposeful will stop limiting beliefs.
oh yes. That's
Creating a real purpose. This is why they tell you to create a purpose.
and stand by it.
You know
But
what I mean?
that's exactly
Why do you do this? And you need to constantly ask yourself that question and be able to answer. The
why
moment you
did it
can
happen?
answer it,
How did it happen?
do not do it until you can answer that question.
Yep.
What is the purpose? And a lot of times we like to say our purpose is our kids or somebody else, and it
Mm-mm.
can't be that.
No.
Can't be that as well. That can be what they call that like when that could be a supporting purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it can't be the main purpose. You know what I mean? So it's like find a purpose of why you do this. I enjoy doing this. I get um 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 I enjoy doing this. what they call that? I get like stress relief from doing this.
Oh yeah.
Know what I'm saying? Have some type of purpose, like cause this is why people jobs and lives become prison. Know what I mean?
Hmm.
Cause they just not doing the things that
And that's another reason for making a schedule. That's why, like, yeah, not always having to go by it, but when that's again,
aligning with their purpose.
when I make my schedule, when I'm doing something, wait, what am I doing? Am I supposed to be doing this? What am I supposed to be doing?
Like,
Oh,
do it align with my purpose, or is it just
does
something
it?
to do because I'm saying, because I want to look like I'm doing something?
Right,
Know what
right.
I mean? And a
Yep.
lot of times,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Mirror Worldwide.
Oh man, go ahead, sit there. Tell them.
Oh man,
Tell them who.
this is the Inner Outer Blueprint show, and we got a break real quick, and then like we talking about building mindsets, building a community, and doing unity with our peers. And I just want to show you mindset just now. He seen us shooting, he didn't distract us. He just said, "Man, I'm a content creator up and coming. Can you shout me out?" And right now, we just want to give him the opportunity on the floor.
Yeah, I'm an upcoming content creator. You feel me? I'm doing big goals. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I just want you feel me? I just want to make my mom proud, my family proud. You feel me?
Right.
I just want to be the person like somebody can look up to. I don't see me. I'm tired of seeing my youth going to jail for killing each other. You feel me?
Right.
That's just sad.
Right.
We just killing other black kings. You feel me? We got locked in. You feel me? We stop. You feel me? All that guns and all that. It's for no reason.
Facts.
Y'all don't get no. Y'all don't like what y'all get from that. Y'all not getting a trophy or nothing.
Nothing.
Y'all like y'all could just go play football, go play basketball. Like for me, that's what I do. For me,
Facts.
I just started this content stuff. For me, helping another help another person out. That's how somebody did for me.
Facts. So how they follow you on the content? How do we follow you?
You could go look me up on TikTok or Instagram at Mirror Worldwide with 2 E's.
Mm.
Yeah.
Worldwide. At the end, 2 E's.
Mhm.
Okay. What type of content are you creating?
I make skits.
Wow.
I just make like any type of like sound like a content creator.
So you do the shooting and you do the like creation of the skits too?
Yup.
Damn, so we got a link, man, because we need a shooter, like somebody that can control what's going on here, and maybe we can take this to the next level. You know?
And we got the cameras if you need
We
them.
got the cameras, we got the drones, and it's like if you willing, like I said, we got opportunities. There's a lot of content that can be created,
Shop with us.
and then like we looking for the youth. And at the end of the day, before you walk away, I want to give you something because like I like your mindset. This is what I encourage because I've been through on both sides. Whereas though trouble is only in your head. You know what I'm saying? Things ain't real. You see what I'm saying? And once you realize that change was in your head. And I appreciate you. What size you wear, youngin? I wear like an extra small. Yep. All right.
Get a regular small. You gonna grow? What you talking about?
No, he's little right now. He need that fit. You know how we do that fit. You don't want your shit all droopy and all that.
Oh yeah.
Was it apparel? You know what I'm saying?
Young
We
is
got a
that
content creator now. You know what I'm saying? We locked in. We gonna do more shit and more shit. I respect you, young boy. I respect your mind. Keep growing. Inside out.
Yeah, he don't get nobody nothing for free. You ain't pay for that? That's good.
No, he paid.
Thank you very
He
much.
paid by just having a mindset of
Not
just
being relevant.
and not being scared, gang. You came right here. You know how long it takes for us to get and go do stuff, and you just went right at it. That's what we talking about. Continue to do that. That's how you attack everything. You go right at it. You know what I'm saying?
To make sure you take a flick. And follow Exquisite Apparel Brand. Yeah, Exquisite Apparel Brand. We be out Bridge and Pratt. We sell this and all that. Take a selfie for us. What's up? Say bless, good brother. What's your name? Beer. Hi. Beer. What was your name? Beer. All right, I'm Z. What? Oh, it's two beers. Look, my brother named Tamir. I got a nephew named Jamir.
Yeah, it's my cousin Lee. See, we grow up.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Okay.
Open up that.
Now back to a limited belief. Like it's like overcoming. Limited belief. You had activity work. You had to actively work to overcome. And what strategy did you find most effective? Um, With my personal life, it was just not knowing that
It's regular, y'all.
what people tease you, what people say about you, and the doubts they put on you, it usually come from their doubts or things that they like. So I had to realize that I was who I was. You know what I'm saying? I had to get back into myself. Know what I mean? That cockiness, that ego that people don't like, it's not all bad. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know how to control it. So it's like I tap into my ego because I'm like that. You feel me? I don't have to hide it. I don't have to turn it down for no nigga. It don't matter. We could be in the middle of Broad Street, or we can be in Amsterdam around on the floor with Chris Brown. I'm still gonna be me. Nobody's gonna shake me up. You know what I mean?
You gonna post that picture?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
You want
You know
that
what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, just realize and understand what's your strengths. And a lot of times our strengths look like weaknesses earlier when we don't have our purpose together. We don't have our goals together. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you overcome limited beliefs realistically. You know what I mean? You got anything for this left?
No,
That
that
was some
was
good
it.
shit.
It
That was some
showed
good
it
shit.
showed itself.
Yeah, it showed itself. And I ain't gonna lie. No, that's what we talk about being active. Because if we wasn't active, he wouldn't have felt like he had an opportunity. It wasn't about how many followers we get. Because you hear people try to
Yeah,
hide.
he ain't actually. Did
He
he
ain't say how many
follow
followers
that?
you got, how many Instagrams you streaming on. He ain't asked none of that shit because
just
he
want to
see you
sell.
doing something. So it's like you're active. Be active. How can we become more aware of our own limited beliefs? Like I said, by taking accountability and looking at yourself and realizing, like, damn, like, like my mindset ain't where it need to be. My focus ain't where it need to be. My thoughts is all. I mean, they're not aligning. That's the number one way. It's really no other. It's really not rocket science. It's honestly looking at yourself through your lens. A lot of times we focus ourselves trying to correct other people, correct other things, and then our shit's still the same. Now, I mean,
Mhm.
thinking is doing. Is a part. It's the first part of doing. So therefore, like your thought process is work. So think, learn, get up under somebody, copy, but do it the right way. Like, 'cause one thing I had to adapt to, not to get us off a topic, but one thing I had to adapt to was people copying in a plagiarism type of way. So I'm saying I have no problem with telling you anything because information is so free that it don't even matter. And I know from the step that I take that you're not going to take these steps because successful people attack things like this. They don't constantly ask and ask and ask. So if you don't, they say success loves speed. I heard this on at a show at a fucking what they call that shit, at conference,
Okay.
a business expo
Right.
with Neo Davis. Success loves speed. You see how I didn't just like recreate and rebrand it and run over it? No, Nehemiah Davis, a Philadelphia native,
Oh, you from Philly?
a Philadelphia native,
Oh,
one of our top businessmen in the city,
yeah.
really moving out. And like I said, man, he told me how you do anything is how you do everything. Success loves speed. This is just his wordings. And what he referenced somebody. So it's like copying is not bad. It's just how you make me feel when you take something and you
How you
don't
do it?
let me know. Because
Right.
business is Will taught me how to flower. That don't mean I'm not gonna get the sell.
Mhm.
That just mean Will, when he go to try to reach out and try to build, like, what they call that shit, he's on here, a Zoom call or something, where he getting meetings on how to plant. My reference, people see that I know how to plant because Will taught me. This is how I'm robbing the system because if I don't tell them Will taught me, then like it's like I'm stopping them from getting all the information they can get. Now I'm saying it's like I'm just making them go through me.
Mhm.
Now I'm saying because it's like,
Yeah.
and I got limited. A lot of times
We
that
not
person
gatekeeping.
is a limited belief person, the
Mhm.
middleman person trying to put an extra dollar.
Yeah, they gonna
shit,
say
and
no
all
just
that.
because they can't make them
Yeah,
money off of it.
exactly. And it's like, no, some people would just be like, because your loyalty is so crazy that just because I taught you and told you Will did it, don't mean you're gonna go to Will. You might still say, no, I'm gonna go through you because I don't know Will.
But
I don't
that's
know
what I
what.
was saying
So,
with the first store, with the Green Wall Street store, and I make my candles and I got people candles and they like, well, why would I put my candles in there if your candles is in there? But when you come in, we make candles for different reasons. Mine is for massages. Hers is for just smelling good. I might got some for the
eucalyptus and shit
you know
like
what I
that.
mean, to get rid of the cigar smoke. But
Yeah.
it's for different reasons. But when you come into my store, you might be like, wait, who candle is this? You might buy 2 candles.
Mm.
You might be like, well, let me get that candle too. Or I had some people like, yo, listen, my bad, but I like that candle a little bit better. What I'm gonna do? No.
No, these my candles.
No, I told, okay, boom, here go that flyer. You can get more from them. That's how I go.
And you know what's crazy? Your candle helped my candle. Because just because they want your candle, they look at my candle.
That's what I'm saying.
And what people don't understand is that we will be next to each other anyway. Because that's how they do in the malls and the galleries. We just don't pay attention. The cheap stores go with the cheap clothing stores. So that means Gap, Old Navy, Polo, not Polo, Gap, Old Navy, whatever else that's on that line of money. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't put Louis Vuitton in between there. It fucks up the price. Louis Vuitton go next to Prada and all the rest
You
of the
got
high price shit.
Aeropostale go next to American.
And why do they do that? So we can automatically get a catch. It was just the same reason why I built this team that I built when I was putting us all on stage. Somebody could have said, "Oh, I don't like none of that rap shit," which usually happens because boom bap. Everybody don't boom bap. They don't like that. A lot of people like acoustic, smooth, and comedy. So you think I was threatened by adding Lil? No. What I wanted to do was, if I don't catch, Lil get catch. If Lil don't catch, Kane get catch. If Kane don't catch, Twine catch. If Twine don't catch, Will catch. But we court. We court. And if we catch, we court. It don't matter if you court. This be the problem with niggas. You would catch, and now you want to run off.
Mm-hmm.
But if I court, you gonna hold on to me. Because you catch, you gonna run off.
Oh yeah. When I catch, I want to go find the hottest nigga in New York to help to be under.
And
Instead of just going back to the block getting my ninjas. You feel me?
come on, man. It's like people don't know business, so it's like we're gonna teach you. We're gonna teach you business. We're gonna teach you mindset. We're gonna teach you what makes shit don't work. We're gonna teach you what don't plan out. You know what I'm saying? And how to overcome limited beliefs. Like I said, just like just realizing that you doubting yourself. Catch yourself within it. Catch yourself procrastinating take you too long. Cause success loves speed. Watch how others do successful people do things that you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Easy way to help. Easy way. They got YouTube University.
Hello.
They got all types of people that if you ask them, they will tell you. Cause they said if you not, the door's still open.
Sorry, hey, y'all using headphones.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I was doing a podcast right now at which Carol
But
Brand.
question 3. And again, this is overcoming limited beliefs.
What's up with you?
Segment 2. If you wasn't here, we did fixed mindset versus growth mindset, which is segment 1. And this is segment 2.
You wanna meet me out what art tonight
again?
at West Philly?
And this is overcoming limited beliefs.
I have kind of art.
What are some empowering questions we can ask ourselves
I'm gonna take
to challenge negative thought patterns?
Yeah.
And next time, I'm about to say, yeah, just get them off the screen.
All right, I'll call you back. I got you.
What are some empowering questions we can ask ourselves to challenge negative thought patterns?
Mm-hmm.
What are some questions? Because I know you was on the phone, and we just multi-talented. We doing so much things that we can't just.
That was your mirror. That was another mirror.
We just can't close out. We got so much going on, so much doing. I had to realize that we just can't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just gonna have to bear with this shit. And then when we do the little video drum, we cut all the bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? So you can watch it all we do. But for the stream, you gonna have to do that. This is how we. And it's better to be more comfortable and more yourself than to be controlled and all that shit. So it's like, this is the whole point of coming out here doing this shit today. And some empowering questions you can ask yourself is like, to overcome, to challenge negative thoughts. How would this help me? Can I learn from this situation? Can I grow from this? There are a few questions that I always ask myself. Um, what would this look like in 6 months?
I think what this will look like in 6 months is exactly what it looks like right now. Us being
Oh,
busy.
This I don't know if you heard the question. What are some empowering questions we can ask ourselves to challenge negative thought patterns? So it's like, what do this look like in 6 months? What would this look like in 6 months? That's a great question to challenge negative thoughts.
Okay, okay, I see.
How would this thought help me? Or try to find I like to mirror the negative thought with a positive thought.
Right.
So it's like, if it is, how would this help me? Boom.
Yep.
Oh, this won't help me. This will hurt me. This is da da da. This
Who do I need
this gonna
to?
wait. All right,
Who
bet.
do I need to put on the back burner? That's
Right.
another thing. You need to worry about who do you not need to see. See, this is one thing that I did. Right. What I did was I stopped calling people to come to my house
Mm-hmm.
and inviting people to come to my house. And when I answer the phone, I started answering the phone like, "Yo, what's up? What do you want?"
Right.
You feel me?
I did the same thing.
Or I'll be like, "Yo, I only got $10. I don't got no money. What's up?" Or I'll be like, "Yo, do you got $10? What's up?" Because people calling, they just want money, and they will talk to you for a whole hour wanting some money. But once you tell them you ain't got none in the beginning of this conversation, but that's just something that you can think about. But the main thing is, who do you need to be around, and who don't you need to be around, and how can you not? Because some people live with the people that they can't be, that they don't want to be
But
around.
the question is, how do you challenge yourself with negative thoughts? So it's like, if you have a negative thought of, damn, where I'm going, people there,
Then
they
you
don't
need
act,
more
they going
positive
da da
people
da.
around you. Yep.
No, I'm saying, what would you ask yourself to prepare for where you're going if you had to go there with some big and people and shit? What
I
would
would,
you
I would, I would have to. I would think
would
about
you
who
remind yourself like,
can I call?
no, I'm about to say no. Like, say you had to go, because a lot of times
I know what
you
you're saying.
can't avoid these people.
Right, you can't.
So if you had a negative thought pattern about where you had to go, like, I had to go to work today. Like, a lot of people complain about work,
Hmm.
and you got a negative thought about work, which is really negative. So it's like, how do you challenge that negative thought about work going into work with the negativity? Like, what would be a question that you ask yourself? How would this situation help me? How would arguing with such and such help me? How would coming in here and over chatting with this person build my situation? Or
Hmm.
maybe I should talk to somebody who can help my situation. Where though, if I need paperwork, I don't need to be over here talking to such and such about baddies last night. You know what I mean?
Real rap.
I need to be over here talking to her because she know about whatever I need done for my project at work at hand. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Or man, I'm getting paid to do this, man. I don't need to be acting like this is me having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I
right.
could go to work with a positive mindset because I'm getting paid. They hired me to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show up. Another negative mindset around the workplace or like on the streets. Man, um, damn, I don't like a lot of people. They I don't know, cause like I work well with negativity so much.
Well, but that's why my main thing is what I'm
Negative
trying to say
thoughts
is
because I deal with negative thought
I
patterns
use
and negative shit so much.
accountability partners, and like if my mindset as a yo, this is my affirmations, this is what I'm gonna do. But if not, you need an accountability partner.
Affirmation, that's something.
Hmm.
Now that's something. That's what we asking, like shit like that.
Hmm.
The question is basically asking like, what do you do when negative thoughts arise? So if you saying affirmation, that's a beautiful thing.
I do the affirmation. I do like I said with the coins. I go look up a whole. I listen to a whole 1994, the best R&B, the best fast music, the best whatever, and that get my mind off of that, and to get my mind on
See,
to
I'm
being
gonna
positive.
incorporate that because I always just when a negative thought arise, I just mirror with a positive thought within the thing. So it don't necessarily always feel like it's solved, but
Mhm.
for the moment I be at ease. Like I'm not stressed. I'm not pressured because I gave my mindset a whole different task than the one it was already, I mean, taken.
Right.
But
That's it.
affirmations is something that work for some people. It don't necessarily work for me.
Hmm.
But I kind of affirmate within myself without having to say it outward, which means like I said, when negative thoughts arise, I'll automatically affirmate. I just didn't know that's what it was called,
Hmm.
and I don't do it outward because it make me feel slower. Like you are loved today. Love yourself, hug yourself, and all that shit. Like,
Hmm.
I mean,
No, that's not what you need. But no, I feel you. But that's what it is. But one thing about saying it out loud though is that way it's out loud because when people hate sometimes it's out loud and sometimes you might even say the bad things people say about you out
right,
loud.
right.
But it's just saying it either way and knowing that you need some affirmation, that's good. But
And
that's
I
what
ain't
it's
gonna
about.
lie, no, you're right. You do need to see him because the repetitive hearing negativity in your ear is bad to the point where though sometimes you need to remind yourself
Your
that nobody
subconscious.
else is giving you positivity within the negativity. You know what I'm saying?
See, when people were saying treat others the way you treat yourself was crazy because I'm cussing everybody out. Fuck you, you ain't shit. Da 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 da. And they like, why you being mean to me? Bitch, I'm treating you the way I treat myself. So you can't go off of that because people might not treat themselves good.
Fact.
You feel me? So once you start treating yourself good, then you can treat others good.
That's a fact. I know a nigga that don't eat because it costs too much and shit like that.
And he'll probably tell you up and down, eating is bad, and you eating. Look at what this and
Nigga
that is.
trying to say something. Nigga trying to say something. And it's like, nigga don't even want to do what he got to do because he don't do what he got. All right, you ever gave somebody a task to do something and they just didn't do it like you, like to the full extent? They do it how they do it. So that's another way to like, to show an example of that. It's another way to show an example of that. You know what I mean? And like I said, anybody in the chat at any given time, you can always put your answers to the questions into this shit. You know what I mean? Put your shit down. Tell us what you're thinking while we get into the next segment. This is positive self-talk. Positive self-talk. The impact of positive self-talk. Once we begin changing our beliefs, the next thing we have to address is the conversation happening inside our minds. You feel me? Because there's always some conversation inside your minds happening. You know what I mean? This topic explores the powerful role our internal dialogue plays in shaping our confidence, motivation, resilience, and our overall mindset. You know what I mean? We'll examine how the way we speak to ourselves influences our thoughts, emotions.
We live right now on the podcast, but yeah. We talk to you. Thank you.
Right. Thoughts, emotions, and decisions while discovering practical techniques for transforming negative self-talk into positive, empowering conversation. You feel me? Again, we'll examine because I know there's a lot going on around it, so we're gonna repeat ourselves. Well,
Listen,
we'll
I'm just telling
examine.
people.
You telling them what? Go ahead, break it down.
No, I'm just telling people before you curse them out. So
Right. I'm still
if
working.
you guys tell them, you gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. Listen, hey,
Because you know what? I look them off, and I know you're gonna do it the positive way. You know what I'm saying?
but
That's what I'm
the way
saying.
I
The
do take
unity.
more time.
Yeah.
We gotta come
And
together.
some of it be like this.
But I see how bold it is. Like some people, you do got.
I know what we up against because I've been out here.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of these people is really
bored.
don't got sense.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not really mad at them, but it's like you could think you could making sense to somebody who don't have sense.
Yeah.
Now you're retarded.
No.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, all right. Sometimes what I learned is that you gotta shush them away because they sit back and they're not that crazy.
Wait. Well, how? So that's what it was with the lady with the Ray-Bans. When
What?
with the lady with the Ray-Bans that was like, oh, I don't like Ray-Bans and blah blah blah, and I was just like, whatever, it's okay. Sometimes you just gotta let them, cause if not, like what
He didn't tell me. He didn't warn me about the lady with the Ray-Bans. He know her personally. Like me personally, I just said, look, like this, I'd have tapped you. You ain't gotta say so much, cause I can adapt, bro.
I ain't never see her go crazy like that though, so I was like, what the hell?
And look, all I said was, but you know what it was when people. What I realized about people is that they had to be they had to be open to new people. People is not really open to new people how they make it seem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So when they know Will, they so intrigued by Will, right? That they don't want to know nobody else. Know what I'm saying? So it's like I come with Will, she kind of not feeling that I'm an extra part with Will at that. And this how I learned that out here. Like you ever people meet people that was here when you wasn't here, but you really was bull, but they think this person bull, and you come around, they like, who the fuck is you? Cause they met this bull already.
That happened with the Yisu. Remember with the Yisu joint?
Okay.
When I came into the cafeteria one day and I'll say Yisu and the group say you can't say Yisu. We say Yisu. You feel me? yeah,
I ain't
like
gonna lie, I'd have been what?
what
Take
you
it back.
do, but
Take
yeah,
it back. Oh,
right, but yeah. So what you do, it catch on. But that's why, like how you said, you got to start trademarking stuff. You got to start letting people know what's yours and what's not yours, and letting people know if they can use it or not. Because I was just going to walk out and be like, well, that's what them niggas doing. They crazy for that. But I also knew somebody was going to get up and be like, yo, they all got to leave. But that's why
okay.
we need. That's why we need to let everybody know what we got going on and share our thoughts with each other, so that way we can help each other
Facts.
out.
Facts. Okay. Are we gonna get back into this fucking positive self-talk intro? Once we begin changing our beliefs, the next thing we have to address is the conversation happening inside our own minds. You feel me? We've been talking about this shit all day, how self-talk and create your mind. This topic explores the powerful role our internal dialogue plays in shaping our confidence, motivation, resilience, and overall mindset. What's up, boy?
Bless. We live right now shooting podcasts.
This topic explores the powerful role our internal dialogue plays in shaping our confidence, motivation, resilience, and overall mindset. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's all up here.
Yeah,
We'll examine how the way we speak to ourselves influence our thoughts, emotion, and decision while discovering practical techniques by transforming negative self-talk into positive, empowering conversation. You feel me? Like now, we're having powerful, empowering conversation. All right, this is question one for positive self-talk. How does your internal self-talk typically sound? Is it more critical or encouraging?
no, mine is definitely critical. So, and that's why I say I have to do the one poetry, two the affirmations, because what happens is I might not feel that good about myself, and I might say some crazy things. I call myself the N word. I call myself all types of bad things when I make a mistake. So if I was to spill this, you drop something right there, money. So if I was to drop this can right now, I would be like, "You're so dumb. Why would you drop that? Why would you do that?" No. Now that I have a son, I know how to talk to myself because I can't talk to my son and cuss him out. I mean, I could, and a lot of people did, and it was done to me, but I didn't like it, so I don't do it to him, and therefore I don't do it to myself. So yeah, something goes down. I'm like, well, I spilled the pineapple. What else can I do? Can I clean it up? Do I throw it in the trash? Do I go and get another one? Or do I just say I don't drink no more pineapple juice soda for the rest of the day? So that's one of the main ways. It's like, how does your internal self talk typically sound? Is it more critical or encouraging? Yeah, so mine is more, it's a lot critical because I was in different households and around different people, and different people means different rules.
Right.
So when you're around different people, different rules, you got to remind yourself of these rules. But I also have to remind myself when I'm not around nobody, there is no rules. I make my rules, and that's the rules, right? So that's one that you gotta end up figuring out for yourself. So my main thing is, if you don't like the way that your life is designed, then change your actions and or change your mind, because complaining is a waste of time. What is the point of chasing happiness? It's not going to happen if you are not happy inside. So what does that mean? If you don't like the way that your life is designed, change your actions or change your mind. So if I don't like where I'm living at, or I don't like where I'm working at, the people that I work with, I can say, one, this person that's getting on my nerves is not that bad, and let me go on about my life. Or I can change my actions and move and get out the way. You feel me? So it's up to you. Do you want to change your actions or change your mind? I say, depending on what's going on, you might have to change your mind. If you living with the person that you got a problem with, you won't have to change your mind until you change your you want to change your actions. What that mean? You don't let them know what's going on. Everybody can't know what's going on because as soon as you tell them what's going on, they're gonna find the first thing that won't work. They're gonna find the first reason for why it won't work. You feel me? So what I gave him my poem real quick. If you don't like the way that your life is designed, then change your actions and or change your mind.
No, facts.
You feel me?
Yes.
So
Now,
what shit?
hey, my shit's usually sound off the reflection of the times at the time. So it's like if I was hearing a whole lot of negativity towards things that I'm doing, then my inner thoughts will probably reflect that. You know what I mean? So it's like that's why it's important to push yourself in different circumstances.
Your environment is what you listen to,
Yeah.
is what you look at, is what you touch, is what you eat. Your
Alright.
main environment is right in your stomach. That's your main environment. That's what I gotta get better with. He's doing good with his. I gotta get better because when you got that chaos in their first brain, it's gonna shoot up to the top.
I done dropped my shit.
You feel me?
I done dropped my shit, yo. How?
So I'm finding. But
I keep losing shit.
that's how I go.
But yeah, so it's like it depends on where I'm at. So that's why I like to put myself in different environments. I mean, where though I get different feedback.
And putting yourself in different
Then
environments,
I
being
hear
listening and
different.
watching
Yeah, then I start hearing different
who
self
you
stuff.
around.
Cause it's like the people who I'm around, if they're encouraging, empowering, and all that shit,
Yep.
then it's gonna reflect back to me. So I mean, I'm gonna start hearing it within.
I mean, and if you don't believe what he's saying, just go and watch somebody that says you feel me after everything they say. And see if you don't start saying you feel me. Go listen to somebody from New York who say son, son, son all day and see if you don't start saying son. You feel me? Because that's how I go. Now, one poem that I want to say to y'all before we get up out of here is to all the haters and the complainers, there is a reason for people like you. What you call an excuse for not doing is a reason for people that do. And for the people that give and never get, there's a reason for you as well. You might not believe in this, but you'll reap the benefits in the next realm. But that doesn't mean not to give a ish now and to let people walk over you like the ground or the earth. And for all of the people that's claiming they down to earth, before you start preaching this life, before you start preaching this life, before you start preaching this life, make sure you understand how to balance it first. Because there's people on all different levels of consciousness and they don't quite understand how it works. So don't be jerks. Yes, a ninja not being aware is bad, but calling a ninja bad, it's worse. So with that being said, there should be no debate about the N word. And I'm not talking about ninjas because that's a word that we spend more brain power trying to figure out than the actions that's actually happening. And that's absurd. So if you don't like the way that your life is designed, listen to this. Change your actions or change your mind. Because complaining is a waste of time. What is the point of chasing happiness? It's not going to happen if you are not happy inside. Inside. Oh, yeah. And for those that's backing people up against the wall, expect them to start swinging. And if you're backed up against the wall, you better start swinging. Because I don't play no games. And it ain't no singing. Right now, we outside. Exquisite Apparel, LLC. The right side. You feel me? But what else? It say, how does your internal self? So let's go to questions. Question 2. Hell, Sparks, heck no. Sparks got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more to go. So, what are some practical steps we can take to replace negative self talk with positive affirmation? So, we already came up with those. I came up with the post-its. I came up with the looking at the coins, listening to music. I really like theme songs to shows back in the day.
I really sat down and lost those.
That's gonna be in there. You said you ain't going nowhere but in here and out here.
No, because not one of those parents.
Oh yeah.
I was doing a lot on here. A lot of
Sure you ain't putting none of these? So that is the main ways that we can take some practical steps to replace the negative self-talk with positive self-talk. So listen, so don't be cursing yourself out right now. Give yourself some positive affirmations. Okay? Don't be saying that out there. See, this is real life. No, this is real life.
the positivity is that shit is over, gang. The hell?
Uh,
You're trying to be.
but that's the main thing. Things bad gonna happen when things good happen. You feel me? But the main thing is to make things happen. Let me let y'all see what's going on out there. Oh wait, if I move the camera, it might mess up. So I won't. But I wanted y'all to see downtown, cause that's where we at. All right. So that's Sparks right there.
Money. Lately, all I've been seeming to be worried about.
Let's put this beat on.
Money, 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 money on my mind. I'm just trying to get rich. Money, 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 money on my mind. I ain't worried about a bitch. Started off selling nicks and dime, graduated to brick. Started off selling nicks and dime, graduated to brick. Money, 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 money on my mind. I'm just trying to get rich. Money, 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 money on my mind. I ain't worried about a bitch. Started off selling nicks and dime, graduated to brick. Started off selling nicks and dime, graduated to brick. I'm in my groove, shaking, I move, I do my thing with that. I got the pole, no, I came with that. I let it blow if it came to that. Turn my SS gold, nigga. Did that for the gold diggers. I stay facts, chase checks, I hit bitches, I pull triggers. Love how she working, she doing that. That she twerking, she moving that. I'm all in my head. I'm thinking of ways and things I can do to that. Loving this moment can ruin that. Fuck it and fuck, I'm through with that. Get what she got, she cool with that. Money over bitches, I'm true to that. My bitch, she moan when she eat the dick. I'm gripping her head while I feed the dick. Go and catch it all, she won't leave a drip. Keep it so real, she let that shit. Friend hot them boat, told them take flight. Scoop them and hit them the same night. Bitch, when I know she playing with. Ballin', I stay on that player shit. I don't know a nigga that can check me. You can put it on my name and respect me. Money good, so the bitch must accept me. Heard the coppers on my ass, tell them catch me. And the squeeze all the bitch say I'm sexy. When I'm in and on Instagram ready. I've been running up the bag, now it's heavy. Nigga, I get it off, they let me. I'm mad. Money, 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 money on my mind. I'm just trying to get rich.
Hey, my bad, man. I had a little technical difficulty. Oh shit, I'm still dropping, which is terrible. Terrible. You feel me?
Them wolves gonna smell it.
But anyway, is this question one still?
No, the second one.
It's the second one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What are some practical steps we can take to replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations? We already talked on this. Now, I mean, this is the beauty. It's the beauty of motherfucking mindset, man. Mindset's so beautiful that you don't have to have it all together. It's gonna piece up. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna piece together.
Mm-hmm. And it is what it do. So I told them about basically the post-its. Having an accountability buddy.
Okay.
You feel me? Somebody that you know that's not gonna say that's some bullshit. Somebody that when you see them, they always gonna ask you about what's the stuff that they doing.
Now Neo spoke of that. Neo spoke on that. Nehemiah Davis. Shout out to him.
Okay.
He spoke on
Accountability.
accountability and having a accountability buddy. But he also spoke on making it how you say like making the accountability worth something. So it's like you put $500 on this one thing on the goal, and if you don't get it, you give it to your accountability buddy. No, stop bullshit for real. It ain't gonna be too much of bullshit going on. You feel me?
Yeah. How many people want to gamble with themselves?
You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I need an accountability buddy like that. You know what I mean?
Right. That's real rap. So you want to do the next one? Oh, Bryce does not care about when I gotta go somewhere. When I gotta go somewhere, it don't never matter. What's on it? 7? Oh my god. All right, let's go to the next one. Let me see.
Mm, let's go.
That would be 3. Would be the next one. Okay, good. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Train.
This where we at?
Yeah, we on the
We
third.
all we down there?
Yeah,
So we did goal setting and all that shit?
yeah, we did all that. Yeah. You not at the bottom, bottom. What's the bottom, bottom?
Yeah, I think you skipped a couple, John.
We were at.
Because we was at positive self-talk.
Yeah, yeah. So 3 on positive self talk.
All right, now we on 3 on positive self-talk?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. My bad, y'all. Can you share an example of how consciously shifting your self-talk made a difference in a challenging situation? It's all about realistic. I mean, that's why I like that. It's always, can you tell me about da da da? Because yeah, it's realistic. It's that serious. I mean, can you share an example of consciously shifting your self-talk? Yeah. Like I said, when the negativity arose with the vending, my self-talk was telling me like, it's gonna cost too much to get a U-Haul. My self-talk was saying that it's like I'm never gonna make it to 3 years to be able to even be downtown. It's like my self-talk was saying that because I'm in a new place is not gonna work. You know what I mean? Because it's slower, but it's like you can't. That's not that's not what I want to hear. You feel me? I ain't trying to hear I wasn't trying to hear what my negativity was saying to me because I knew how hard things can become when you're trying to obtain or change something as small as the way you think. Know what I'm saying? So imagine trying to attack a real goal. Know what I'm saying? And this is why personal and business they marry each other because like you could put your personal life off and be sharp on the business, like, but it's like, no, you can't. Because you're gonna take away from one to fuel the other. I mean,
Mhm.
and that's null and void because it's not gonna grow. No, we're about growth. So it's like fix your personal mindset as well as fix your personal mindset
That's it.
and just get it popping. Get it popping.
Yep.
So that was a way of shifting with the music. Like I said, with the music it was like, damn, I didn't I didn't know nobody who went inside the studios and shit and was comfortable with that, that was willing to be like a mentor or a big brother and shit. So like it was difficult. That was difficult learning how to maneuver and rap in the studio, learning how to maneuver even with um like artists and shit. Know what I'm saying? A lot of artists, because of how they move musically, you'll find yourself being shelved. Know what I mean? And it won't even be about how good shit is. It's just like people don't have a work ethic that matches yours, so you don't want to do nothing with them. Know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to see it all through. So when that come about, like I mean, of course I want to stop. Damn, fuck this shit. I mean, but it's like no, you want to invest more.
Yep.
You want to learn more. You want to do whatever you can. And a lot of shit is networking, so it's like it might cost you money.
Bless, bless.
It might cost you money, but hey, man, as long as it don't cost you time, and then or time and money. Know what I mean?
That's real.
I used to think time was money. Now I pay for time. Know what I'm saying? Know what I mean, because they told us time was money in order for us to work these jobs for them and shit like that. But in all reality, money you can always get it back.
No, right. And I can put in 30 hours in a week for somebody and make some money,
Yeah.
maybe $300 a week. But I can put 30 hours. No, I can put
30
three,
hours.
4 hours in
I ain't gonna
one
lie.
day making some shirts.
And 30 hours in yourself, bro, is extraordinary. So it's like, bro,
Making my own stuff
30 hours for
and
yourself
then going out selling it.
is totally what you need because a lot of times we don't, like I said, you deflecting. You doing 30 hours for somebody else at a small rate. you putting a cap on what you believe that you can get. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's not what you want. That's not life. Life is, you know, learning. Like we started all thinking time was money because that's how we was taught. But whose fault is it later on in life when years when years go down the line?
We're just doing right now. We live on the podcast, but
Yeah,
we
for
got all
sale.
the shirts that you need.
For sale.
Every
You know,
size right now, every color. That
I don't even know what you talking. We on the podcast right now. Can you come back? If you asking for free shit, let us do our thing. I mean, and that's what I be saying. Like, you could kind of be nice, but it's like, bro, you capping and all that. Like, like, is we corny or what? Like, we some corny niggas that you could just cap to. Like, no, be real, gang.
they ain't
Be
had no
real.
money to buy it. If we had,
Exactly. Just say, can I get a shirt? So we can say no. Like, you feel me? Ain't no such thing as a dumb question, man. But this answer gonna be just as stupid as your question, gang. I really believe that. But anyway,
that's why we gotta do the goal settings. Cause if you don't set your goals, you might get caught up off somebody. Right now, our goal is to get this done. It's not to sell, it's not to teach, it's not to show. Even when we out there selling, it's not to teach. That's not the time. We got other platforms like this where we can show you to go right to that building that we right across from right now to go get your vending license and figure out where
and
you
that's
need
what
to
we
be.
gotta understand because we don't got time to be wasting breath to be teaching you nothing and you're not a student of mine. Everywhere that you're a student at, you're paying to be a student.
Listen,
And it's like you want to access for free.
Neo got a class for that.
That's what I'm saying. I had to pay $5,000 to go down there. You know what I'm saying? And learn all the shit that he learned. And not only did he learn it, he had a team that I was trying to mirror that I didn't know that that was the right thing that I was doing. But he showed me that that was the right thing I was doing because he hires people. He got an AI tech person. He do the event spacing. Somebody else do trading and shit like. Then the next person um he'll do like whatever it is that can help their business grant writing. So they got their own grant writer on the team that they reference all the money to them. Know what I'm saying? So nobody is in each other's way. Everybody is making money. All we had to do is be promote and having everything in line. Like all the tags, all the websites, all the shit where you can get shit so it can because we always talk about this. We do a lot of things and we don't be knowing pricing at the time. We don't be knowing where camera's gonna go. And it's like this is the prep. Everybody wants the prep that day. That's not. It's no prep in that day. That should be like a recap. Like, look, this is what we're gonna do real quick, just so we can get a little bit sharp, so your mindset can be on what we're doing right now. But other than that, it's before that. It's before the cameras come on. It's before that day come. Before that day start. Not the time that day start.
Yep.
Man. So consistency shifting your self talk made a difference in a challenging situation. So yeah, you know, it's always gonna be challenging situations. So you always gonna have to have, you know, different examples of how to consciously shift yourself from talking crazy to you. Like I mean, because the first person that talk crazy to you is you. Know what I mean, that's why we beat ourselves up first, going through all the next shit. That's
Yep.
why when you go through that negative shit, you feel beat up. You look beat up. Know what I mean, so
That's it.
into the next segment.
If you don't like the way that your life is designed, then change your actions or change your mind.
That's it. And this segment is goal setting with intent and belief. Our mindset doesn't just influence how we think, it also influences the goals we pursue and whether we believe we're capable of achieving them. This topic explored the importance of setting meaningful goals that are aligned with our values,
Bless, good to
purpose,
see you.
and long term vision.
Yep.
We'll examine how self belief, clarity, and a growth oriented mindset influence our ability to pursue those goals with confidence, resilience, and consistency. Question one: how does your mindset influence the types of goals you set for yourself? Well, for me, if my mindset ain't right, then my goals will become not thought out. It would be whatever is in front of me, wherever circumstance I'm in at the moment, which is never good because I have drive. I can't allow life to drive me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a this not a Tesla. Like you say no self shit.
That's why I make schedules and like and schedules isn't 3 o'clock do this, 4 o'clock do this. Sometimes a schedule of the day is a to do list. It might not be an actual schedule, but a to do list. So is that on the to do list? And let me make sure that is this helping with my to do list.
Right.
So if my to do list is to
Back
go
to
get
line.
milk and I'm downtown, okay, I need to make sure that I can get milk before I go back home. Okay, or don't even go downtown, just go get the milk. So we gotta figure out like, boom, make your
You get the
goal,
milk while you going downtown.
make your to do list right, and see how you
Like,
always double check what you're doing, where you're going, and where you're coming from, because that's gonna help with keeping you focused and not being distracted. The main thing is how can you distract yourself from the distractions, or how can you notice that you are being distracted and then finish it.
I mean, keeping that clear in mind too. Like clarity, like trying to, like you said with the food and shit. That was the start for me. I did all that, but I still smoked the weed, as you can see. You know what I mean? I
But
quit
one
the
thing leads
tobacco.
to another. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I know my willpower is strong. I mean, I quit coming around different certain situations and, just aligning with different things that just don't add up. So I know the mindset, like for me to do this podcast, I had to back up on who I be out here.
Yeah, so
I had to back up from what makes me money sometimes because that can be a big distraction. We don't want to talk about that. Um, always wanting to be at a place like I'm saying, like where do you want to be lit? You chasing fandom and shit like that. Know what I'm saying that could be another thing. And it's like no,
and speaking of that, I'm supposed to get up out of here.
yeah, fuck being fuck all that. You know what I'm saying?
What do all that?
And then
You know where you need to be.
right, and that's what I'm saying. See how Will trying to get the fuck up out of here, but
I
this
got-
our shit that we've been trying to do for the last 5 years since our last podcast.
Listen, if I don't be at the place that I said I'm gonna be at, they not gonna.
You could be a little
But that
late.
is.
You could be a little late.
No, no.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, because this is most important. You, the thing that's gonna push you. Where we go a lot of times, even though it seems like we gotta be there, we don't. Because it ain't gonna push me, we pushing somebody else's project. But when we get this shit done, and we stay focused, we could have got it done. Like if we didn't wait till the day and set up, and we would have been at the house, and everybody would have been there when I gave them the first joint, it wouldn't. It would be going over time. But because we never did that, you gotta go. You gotta think like it's gonna go over time. You know what I'm saying? So this is why it's good to have live situations happen. And it's like I be trying to tell my brother that because we put off shit doing too much shit. When I met you, we were doing all these things without an avenue to come back on. Now we have one, and you can't be treating this like this the mistress. This is not the mistress. This is your wife. The other shit that we do, that's the mistress. Because when you go there, you guys send to show them, look, I got a podcast. Tap in. Without that, it ain't really nothing to tap in. It's just like, oh shit, I'm Will, follow me. Oh shit, tap this. Like me. Like this. And it's like, no, we don't need that. We need something tangible. This is tangible.
Yep.
Touching somebody else's shit that they created, that's their tangibles. This is why we don't get much from that, and without having our own tangibles. But let's get into the next genre. What role does belief play in your ability to achieve your goals?
What role does belief play?
And the ability to achieve your goals.
I mean, it depends on what you believe in. That's how I go.
That-
My main thing is
He beat him.
what I like to say is be careful what you believe because it could be a lie. And you could be living wrong and thinking that it's right. Knowing something in your heart isn't the same as knowing something in your mind. You don't need to know spelling and statistics to know when something's wicked. Lots of times people try to use suspicion to throw you off balance. But stand tall on your pivot. In school you get a lesson and then a test. But in life you get a test. And if you pass, then you ascend to the next session. But in life, you get tested. And depending on your different perspectives and beliefs, then you might receive a different lesson. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But share your lesson. And to whomever accepts it, may they receive a blessing. Yesu means being connected. So with that whole thing is like, yes, what you believe in, it's just like with the schedule. We make a schedule so that way if we fucking up, we got something to go back on. But we don't make the schedule as that's the all end all be all, and no, I can't help you because it's not in my schedule. No. But you need an outline, you need a to-do list, and you need to go do it. So
If you don't believe, right, you're not gonna go full throttle. I mean, you're gonna play with it. Like you might even like stop doing it. So you need your beliefs to be way, way, way bigger than the actual thing that you're doing. You had to believe when there's nothing there. And I'm saying a lot of times it's hard to do that because our mindsets. So if I have what they say, playing your to achieve my goals. So that's just letting you know. Like I said about the podcast. Podcast been this episode been done now over 2 years. I gave the homework out to all my peers and they just left. They left with the homework, said they was coming back that weekend and never came back. And they all was still doing what they were doing. So it's like my belief was like, all right, look, the only way to do this is to start doing what I'm doing and just showing them, and they're gonna come back slowly but surely. That don't mean I'm gonna accept them back,
yeah, that part too.
but
That's
they're
what I'm about to
coming
say. That's
back.
what I'm about to say too.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not. You're not gonna be in the same spot you was in when you come back.
Mm.
That's what niggas don't know. So it's like I was creating this podcast for me to do it because I'm like, damn, don't nobody want to even implicate what they need to do to even answer these questions. You know how hard it is to answer these questions if you don't have a mindset at all. And I felt like that's what killed him. And while I was home, he commended me for changing my appetite, changing my shit. That's what I had to do in order to answer these questions. In order to create focus, I had to sacrifice a lot of things that people won't sacrifice.
Mhm.
They just attach to you, but they still won't sacrifice. Even though that's the thing that they need from you, they just attach and still won't sacrifice. So what they do is they'll continue to do and add on, get the shit that you get, be in the places you be, and constantly do that. And it look like they're working, but when you ask them for their content, they don't have any. When you ask them for a good engineer, um, mix and master thing, they don't have any. When you ask them how much do it cost for your beat and what type of rights you have, they don't know that. Um, where to buy a beat? Do you know that like you don't own anything? Like some people have writer shit. Do you have a writer's copyright where though you can remix and use people's shit? These are the conversations that people stay out of. They let me talk and they just sit around. But in all reality, if if I let that influence my growth all the way to the extent I would never do because they would constantly keep fading on me. And sometimes people are, I mean, your people around you know that. They know how to play that. And your mindset, just like they know your mindset and everything that's playing in your head, you know that to be true. Sometimes you just gotta believe what a motherfucker show you.
That's part of the game.
You know what I'm saying? So believe that where is your belief? Because now when you got something that going on, you like, man, I gotta attack this shit myself. I know I gotta do it myself, but at the end of the day, like, I mean, this is not how. That's a fixed mindset. I'm trying to go into a growth mindset.
And beliefs is also religion as well. So depending on your religion, that's also or whatever you subscribe to,
True.
that's also is gonna help you create an outline.
That's true.
Like you feel me? So if I'm a Christian, then I'm gonna be doing this. But if I'm a Muslim, then I already know that when I walk in and it's pork, then I'm not participating in none of that because of my beliefs. I already know. You feel me? So if I'm whatever, so it also comes into your God. You feel me? A lot of people themselves is God, but they also know that they came here not by themselves. Somebody, God or something, whatever happened. So whether you want to say the black woman, whether you want to say the black man, whether you want to say God Almighty, making sure that you have a higher power to focus on, that's also what attracts people to you. You will be surprised at just having your God and trusting in that. So many people will trust you for that. I myself, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I always say when you don't know what to do, act like a Christian. You feel me? When you in a building and people doing things, act like a Christian. You feel me? Eat like a Muslim.
Yeah.
You feel me? Eat like a Muslim, think like a Christian. Because
Okay.
those two mindsets do things to you. You feel me? Like I'm not a Muslim, but what happened when you do Ramadan? I wake up in the morning and I do 10 burpees. I do 50 burpees throughout the whole day. Why? Because you gotta pray 5 times throughout the day. You feel me? And to me, that's my way of doing the burpee. So having beliefs, that's my way of the Ramadan of the fast or whatever in that situation because I'm not that. So I don't want to be like, I'm fasting for Ramadan. No, I'm going to do my own ritual because what religion also does is it gives you a ritual and how to attract certain situations. So when it says beliefs, beliefs is definitely in religion and it's also in education, business, education, entertainment, and there's one more out there probably, but I don't know. Oh, and health, right?
I mean, when my mindset wasn't great, I didn't have goals for one. Like you feel me? I
You
give
didn't
a
have
fuck
what?
about a goal. I didn't have.
No, you had a goal. You
No, I
always
didn't have goals. When my mindset wasn't right, I didn't have goals.
you didn't have big goals.
No, I didn't have goals.
There's no way to not have a goal. So you wake up and you just don't want to get back in the house. You don't want to make this money. You don't want to put this track up. You have goals, but the goals
You know what I'm
are
saying?
not sustainable.
No, when my mindset was fucked up, I mean, I didn't have goals. Like really, I didn't have no goals. My shit was just come outside and exist. Like you feel me? And try to hide around people who were doing better. So it's like when my mindset was fucked up and I didn't believe that I can do anything. I just remember like cause of coming up without no mom and like feeling like a burden on people and shit like that. You know, like
You just want to stay out the way.
yeah, I just wanted to I was more hiding. Like you feel me? Than anything. It's like I wasn't setting goals. I was hiding. I wasn't even thinking about attacking anything mentally, physically. I didn't have it in me to have a goal. I didn't have that type of mindset to even set one. It was just like whatever happened today, I was living by the day. You ever heard of a person living by the day? Which means like wherever the wind blow, that's where I was going with no mindset. So if it was my homies and them outside all day at the park, I would be outside all day at the park with them because I have no initial goals myself. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we disparate. We go all the way up here. I can go all the way up there with them because I have no goals myself. I have none of this shit going on myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. Once you realize that, like even with your girl, sometimes you get a girl and you know everything she don't. You have no goal. You have no. You never even figure out what she like. You ever went somewhere and be like, damn, I just eat chicken and shit, and realize like, damn, this is fucked up. Know what I mean? And it's like, yo, that's fucked up when you
No, and that's
go out in the world.
but I would say, and that is also one way to lose your girl. Cause
Yeah,
listen,
lose
I
anything, experience
I
everything.
I end up losing shorties. You know why? Cause I stopped drinking and I got with her when I was drinking. I would lose a shorty. Why? Cause I was eating healthy, and when she moved in, she was buying this stuff, and I ended up sliding off. But what I realize is the reason why people come to you is for that. But they come to see if they can break it to give them motivation. So if you say that you don't eat meat and they make this dish with rice and all this meat in it, and then you don't eat it, that's gonna make them be like, man, you know what?
Yeah, he's solid.
He right, all right, and that's how I gotta be.
He's
But
solid.
if they make it and then you eat it, they like, see, that's what I thought. See, I knew it wasn't nothing. Yeah, yeah. And you fuck around and kill a dream, so you gotta be
And you know
stuck
what?
to what
That's
you do.
crazy. That's really it. Cause when you wonder why, like, why people attack your goals and shit, or attack your shit, or like do shit that throw you off, and it's like they gotta see if you real. Like one thing I learned from like changing is that people don't know you change that fast. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you still need time to show them, like, bro, I changed. You need to let them, like, you need to let it set in.
No, but this is one thing. Not no, but yeah, I say no, no, but yeah. The thing is with that too though, when you, I'm gonna use
You don't
religion.
want your face in the camera.
Where am I?
That shit
Oh,
drunk.
oh yeah,
I
I
don't
wasn't
know
even.
where you moved at. but people would get irked about shit like that. Will.
Oh, all right, yeah,
Like
yeah,
nigga be like his head off the camera and that. Like,
right.
and
Yeah,
that's
but that's the main thing. You gotta.
he got his head hanging on the joint for like 20 minutes. Every since.
Yeah,
No, like you know, yeah.
you put some beef footage in there.
No, it's cool. But I'm just saying that's why you want to be positioned
Yes, yes.
so they can see you. Like, man. But what you were saying, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Wait, what was oh, you just gotta stick to your goals. And when you don't stick to your goals,
Oh yeah, yeah.
people gonna roll right on over
No,
you.
facts. And it's like they set, and like you said, they set.
Oh,
forth
that's what it
things.
was. The main that's what it was. Cause you said something, and then that made me remember. The main thing is people feel like failures. Oh, I gotta back up. People feel like failures when you do something that's against their rules. So let's just say, well, I'm gonna go to back to the eating thing.
Mm-hmm.
Start eating, stop eating meat, right? And you still alive. The person that's eating meat to stay alive is like feeling bad about that, right? The person like somebody in the church saying that you got to do things this way. If you don't do things this way, it won't work, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a group, you got to do things this way. If you don't, then it won't work. And you do it, and it works. It goes against everything. So then it starts to make people don't want to relearn shit. Because they read the Bible their whole life and they've been doing things right this way, and you come and do it a different way,
Oh man,
and you get it done,
it's like you showed them up.
it's gonna feel like, yeah, you showed them up, and it's gonna feel like everything that they did was for nothing. So now they're gonna be questioning themselves. So instead of questioning themselves and their God or whatever, and changing and trying to switch up with their lifestyle, they just gonna more demonize what you're doing and try to still find bad things that's going on with you. But so what? But so what? So
But a lot
that's
of
one of the things.
that's
People
like
discipline. Yeah,
people will
discipline scares people.
start attacking your personal life
Yeah, discipline
because
scares people.
over here you're learning about something. Like I just seen people on the podcast or people that I seen just get woke. You ever seen they get woke and people be attacking them all like Kyrie Irving for example.
Mhm. And they
Kyrie
giving them apologies
now they trying to give him an award for the same shit that they did in blackballed him around the
just
NBA.
because he ain't want to take a vaccine.
A vaccine that was poisonous and everything. He had all the points, all the understandings, like tricked a lot of our community into doing it. You know, in certain communities, people don't even have to take these drugs. So it's
Listen, I
it's
ain't
not
never take this,
obligated. I
but
know you never took
but
it. I
my
took the last
family,
one.
but
And since I took the last one, I ain't gonna lie, like that's what made me feel like because when I start really reading what they putting in us and shit,
we can get it out. You don't
it's
worry.
an attack shit. Like you know what I'm saying, they doing PFCs now as they go. Like they trying to make it where that you can't reverse it.
Yeah, no, we can reverse it if you usually got one. But this is the thing. That's what it's about. So me saying that I don't want a vaccine in a family full of people that want a vaccine,
That's what
knocking
happened
on
to me.
family members' doors, trying to give them candles and hand sanitizers and things, and them saying no, don't come into my house. You're not vaccinated, not being able to trust me because
Right.
they're not vaccinated. My sister died from that damn vaccine shit. I ain't fuck with it.
But
Now,
because
y'all
they
read.
calling everything at that point in time, they were saying everything that people died from was they was just counting it to the vaccination to make it more like a warning. So it's like, all right, if you die from asthma, they were saying don't say asthma, say chronic disease due to corona. So you never even know if she died from that. And that's the
So
sad part.
no, well, my thing is she had cancer. She got rid of it. She did all of her shit, and she was on her way up, right? But here come COVID shot. COVID shot came, and she went back down.
Mm.
So that's why I say that. And I seen that and for real, if you look it up, people that when people start dying, he definitely right about them lying about saying COVID, but COVID is the reason why they died. But there's a lot of people that died from cancer that didn't have cancer
And that's what I
before
mean.
that, John.
That's what I mean. Because
But
it's cancer causing, just like everything else.
carcinogens all in it.
Yeah, just cancer causing. Everything is cancer
I got
causing.
kicked out of the. I got kicked out of the. Not kicked out, but my mom and my sister was looking at me like, "Yo, stop, be quiet, get out of here." I was in a
Inflammation,
cancer
corn.
center. In a
No,
cancer center, in the middle of my Dr. Sabi, Ill's Will's life. And I'm like pointing out everything that's inside the doctor's office that's carcinogens that causes cancer. When you go into the damn food court, why do they have a smoking section on a campus hospital where people dying from cancer. It should be no smoking section. It should be no sodas. It should be nothing that goes to anybody's cancer.
Right. That's just like the halal trucks and the organic shit. Like, it's like, did y'all really look into it all? Cause it's like if the product is in one of them plastics or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? It's fucking with you.
It's gonna leak in.
You know what I mean? So it's like it really don't matter. So, what role does belief play in your ability to achieve your goals? What role does belief play in ability to achieve your goals? Was we already here? I don't forgot.
No, but we answered that with the last one though, because your beliefs will definitely shape the way you get your goals. I don't know if it's so much your beliefs, but your ritual and your discipline to the beliefs.
I'm like that. You use ritual. I like that.
You
'Cause
feel me?
people, we only associate it with that with like religious practice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
a ritual is any practice that you do daily.
What before I smoke a cigarette? Well, when
Yeah, this is a ritual.
I lick it. Well, I don't know.
Smoking
I
becomes
rip off the
a
tip and
ritual.
throw it away for the people that's not here. I put like pour out some liquor. That's not all religion, but that's rituals. You feel me? You knock on doors and all that superstition.
And you know what's sad that the beauty of what we're doing is like we're learning while we talking. Like so like you can't hear this shit and just don't change. Like he just said what he said and it's like it's hitting me. Cause I didn't hear that from that perspective. And that's the beauty of having like, you know, a co-host, a partner, or I guess shit like that, because you get different
An accountability, but
yeah, different intellectual perspectives. I mean, but question 3. What are some strategies for maintaining a strong sense of belief and motivation throughout the goal setting process? Strategies to maintain is to always try to keep things fresh. Like, cause it's like a lot of things can become like a ritual. You know what I mean? Where it's like you don't even know why you doing it no more. You never want to be at a point where you don't know why you doing something.
no, and that's why. Remember, I told you the story about the little girl. The little girl asked her mom, like, "Yo, mom, why do we cut the ham on each end every time?" And the mom said, "Oh, my mom did it." So the little girl called up the grandma. Grandma, how come you cut off the ends on the ham? That grandma said, I do it because my mom did it. Oh, great grandma still alive? Let me call her a great grandma. Yes? Yo, why are we cutting off the hams on off the ends of our ham? Oh, I did that because I didn't have a big enough pan back then and my stove wasn't big enough.
Mm.
So you mean that this whole time we've been wasting food, wasting money, wasting time because of that was the ritual? So now that I know, that don't mean stop. It's just now I know, and when I cut off the edges, I'm like, hey, listen, we might put them and cook them another place or do something else. But hey, grandma, they remember they had a little stove, they couldn't cut it, so this is why we doing it now. Shout out to them. You feel me? I say to them, but know why you doing it, because if not, then you'll just be wasting food, wasting time, wasting everything, energy, and not even knowing why. You just cutting it off because your mom did it.
It's just strengthening because of what I say about telling somebody and seeing somebody do something.
Mhm.
Like the rituals of what we watch on TV become rituals of what we do.
Nobody knows how to act when they sad. Nobody knows how to act when they mad. I act like, what's that shit? Boys in the Hood. When
That's
he get
what-
mad and come in swinging, that's what I do when I get mad. Because why? What else can I do? I don't know, but what I seen.
Right.
And that's why we get these movies. That's why we get these musics. That's why we get this
I'm
entertainment.
about to say they'll play a
Turn
song,
it into.
right? You ever realize like they'll play a song like I think that's how you say it, ritually, like so much every hour on the hour to the point that
Religiously.
you like religiously.
Mhm.
Right, that's right. They play it religiously every hour on the hour. You feel me?
Yo, there's
To
so
the
many
point you
songs
like
I
the song,
don't like that I know.
but you can't
It's
say you
so
don't
many
like it.
songs
You
that
don't
I
even believe
don't
you
like
like it no more.
that I know the whole
Then I
song
talk,
to.
like sometimes I talk to my cousin Bump. Shout out to Bump.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking to Bump. I'm like, hey Bump, da da da. We talking about music, and he might not like the song, but it's like from the way they play it, cause you know it's a bigger engine that the music is getting ran on. We know from everything is promotion. Even when radio spins, that's promotion. You pay for that. That's as some type of payment. Like you're saying, everybody don't know that it's a band. They think motherfuckers just getting paid. Radio spins
Oh,
like
that
that.
payola, yeah,
Yeah, that shit is coming out of their growth.
We just see so many Philly rappers have this hottest song in the clubs and everywhere,
Hell
but it's
yeah.
never on the damn
It's not the hottest song for real.
on the radio.
They paid for it to be the hottest song for real.
It's not the hottest on the song,
And
but
then they got paid for it to be on the radio, so it's like you don't know if it's both. Cause some DJs might do grab a nigga song. And I mean, no, not never happen, but
right.
9 times out of 10, like when you see them on different business people's page and they
Oh, yeah.
reposted it and all that shit is affiliation paid. You see what I'm saying? So if I call Adrian Broner and say, "Damn, how much it cost for you to play my song?" and he say 10,000, I send him 10,000. He popping.
That's all.
And I do that all the way around. Oh, this radio station popping. I send him 10,000.
That's all you gotta do.
Now
Yo,
we gonna spend it. What's up?
that's no, and that's how they gonna spend them.
Then I'm gonna go to different showcases. Then the DJs in the city, I'm gonna hit them all. How much for you to spend this? And we usually doing this monthly because you want enough spins. One spin ain't enough. You need to have a monthly setup for this shit to work like that. So like a strong sense of belief is just realistically attacking your goals, knowing where you at, knowing what's the next step to get you where you want to be. Uh, being around the right people, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna talk life into you. Know what I mean? Cause it's like everything is life or death, bro. I mean, you don't need nobody around you talking death into. You're around people that talk life into.
Say people ill wills.
I know. Well, yeah, so yo, we out.
Yeah. Come
How
in.
y'all feel?
Mhm.
You already
You got me stalking you.
Dusty, how you?
Where
Chilling?
you at?
I see what y'all doing.
Where you
Yeah.
at?
I see what y'all doing. We out here, man.
Hey.
We got why you
Wait, and shit,
about to
get
get
something
music.
together.
Yeah.
Hey, peace and love.
Oh, shit.
What if how I get
I sit over here.
I got a photo op out, yo. Hey, listen, we in the city of Philadelphia. This is where the nation started at. You know what I mean? It's always been a black town. It's gonna continue to be a black town. We have black native roots here in Philadelphia.
So this
It's always called
this
Philadelphia.
episode
What
was
was
about
called
mindset
Philadelphia.
matters,
We had
right?
major
Because
Native
that our
American
mindset,
roots
strength,
planted here.
everything that
Certain
we do.
streets like Ridge Avenue.
and control
It's a Native American trail.
Your
Frankfurt
mindset.
Avenue. It's a
rather
Native
than
American
negative
trail.
or
Black
positive.
Native Americans built
So
those streets. That's why they
reflecting
wind
on
like
it,
that. They don't
like,
cut through the red.
how is how,
Yeah,
how's
yeah.
your mindset?
And
What is your
then
mindset right now?
we unpack exactly
just
what the
left
origins of
Pacific,
these spots. It's
engagement
always been a
class.
black
I'm
town.
learning how
And it's
to
time for us
take
to
everything that I'm
reclaim
doing right
the
there
position as the leaders. The
and
leaders in
actually
education.
figure out
The first
the city
black
and
people
assist
learned was right
with
here in
those things
Philadelphia.
because they had
For
funding for
Lombard, it's
everything.
still there.
So my
You know what I mean?
mindset right
It's
now
still there. We can
is
set that
how
right
to
now.
get
The
resources.
Underground Railroad came through
That's not my
Philadelphia.
resources.
The White House was
Because
first
we
in
need to
Philadelphia. Okay,
And
listen.
on top of that, like I give service to my community. I'm a community activist. I'm a pro
And the
activist.
man is a whole
And
daggone
because I
country.
give that service, I gotta
And
figure out
it
how to
started right
get
here.
resources to help me fund the services
Of America
that I'm
we have to
providing.
come back to
And they
Philadelphia.
have
This
so
is where it
many
started,
different.
you know what
When
I
I
mean?
sat in the
So
space today,
we ended here
looking
too.
at the
I mean, we set
curriculum,
the
look,
trend.
this has the
That's what it means.
Constitution of the states.
Right.
So
Set
that
the
goes to
trend
like the lady
for
said.
the whole nation
Where
to
are you
follow.
geographically?
You know what I mean?
Mm.
So how we fighting
How
against
many
this
of y'all know
administration,
what
this
is
current
the closest
administration
river? What's
that
the closest
literally
ocean?
rewriting our
What
history?
part of the city
We
are
heard
we,
about
are we in?
the people that win the war,
It's
write
like
the history.
your
But
mindset
now
is
we're
everything
living.
that's outside of you.
Now we're
And
living.
if you don't learn how to process what's going on the inside,
Yeah.
your reality is going to look a lot like the chaos and the disturbance and all of the things
Outside.
that's going on inside of you.
and around you.
Yes.
No facts. So what school was that?
Also, it's not a school, it's a private class.
Mm.
So you know how doctors go get their PhDs
Mhm.
and then they learn different things like how to teach certain classes based off of the education that they received and get you credited. Because you may not have to go get your PhD, but I can do these courses and you can get enough information to make you the best for the position, even though you ain't go do all them years of school. So for me, I know I'm not one of them people that's dedicated to be in a classroom for 10 years doing anything because my job, my responsibility is out here. So when I meet people like that, the first thing I ask is, do you have any accredited special programs or classes that you teach? And most of them always do.
Yeah.
And I landed up in a room right on 123 South Floyd. I was up in the like in the offices
Get in the room.
looking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, oh, snap, this y'all microwave?
Uh,
You know, but the whole point of me going is just to elevate. I know that I got all of the skills to be where I'm at, but I don't want to just have the skills. I want to have the information, the knowledge, and I want to have the team to back everything that I'm doing. So when I'm at City Hall every Thursday at 11 o'clock, when I'm in these meetings with state representatives and stuff like that, it's just because our city has all of the information available to us for everything that we want to be, do, and all of that, but they don't give us the information. So sometimes you gotta go seek it. Part of that mindset. Am I going to keep waiting for people to come see what I'm doing, or am I going to get like here outside, like my bro in Center City, pull out my table and say I'm done playing with me?
Exactly. The forefront. And I respect all that. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about getting into the rooms. I learned that from the businessman ahead of you, like Nehemiah Davis. I learned some of that shit from you. Like I said, when I seen you, I knew I seen you before. Because when you get in them rooms, you ain't gonna stop trying to get in the rooms. When you searching for information, you see something, you're gonna change for sure. And like, it's always peace and blessings on that. And then another thing you spoke on that we spoke on earlier was learning from someone who put the work in already.
See these right
That
here.
can teach you exclusive. This is why they make it call. This is why you get a coach. That's what you hire. That is a coach, somebody who had the credentials, who put the time in, put the work in, put the money out to learn the shit that you had. Whatever you have, whatever they say it is for you, because it varies. You might have paid $3,000 to get in the room. Somebody else might have paid $3 to get in the room. I seen it. So it's like it's whatever you value the information to be. So it's like I pray that we start to utilize our information because knowledge is really the wisdom of doing.
Do you agree when I shoot?
It's
I
nothing
use
else.
this quote in my
Yeah,
phone.
it's the wisdom of doing. So
You
the
know,
fact that you're doing, you're gonna learn.
brother, I would say this. I feel like they tracked us, right? Like you said, with the mindset. Because when I realized that all I had to do was claim that everything was free every day, and God allowed me to go outside and literally everything be free.
Yeah, then
I don't have to pay for nothing. I don't owe anything because, like I said earlier, the service that I'm already arranged it for life to be free for me. When you go out here and you know you giving your gifts, you don't owe nothing. You don't got no bill. How you said some people pay $3 to get in the door, and some people pay 30. Some people probably pay 3,000.
Some people work themselves in the room.
I'm not paid. I'm going to the door and I'm telling them I'm one of the best people that need to be in that room. And if you don't let me in, somebody gonna let me in. And I mean it. And because I mean it, they understand the assignment every time. You can ask my man how many times he done been like, no, they not just going to accept that. What? I'm a God. I created. I can set anything in this moment between me and this person because we don't know each other.
And I ain't gonna lie, y'all door openers for us. That's why it's good for you to talk. It's good for you to sell. It's good for you to move and do certain things where it's graceful. You know what I'm saying? Where with a man, it'd be like, oh shit, they look you up and down. They look your man up and down. They threaten violence. I'm real, he black, he's a man. So sometimes you do need to put your, you know what I mean? Be that female lion and go out there and make it happen. Like, you feel me? Sometimes be an easier joint and all that. So it's like, it's good that even the women hear you saying that, like, my man. You know what I mean? My man, my man, my man. How do you say? You doing it, bro. And it's like, it's blessings. Because look, if you wasn't doing it, we wouldn't have bumped into each other. That's one thing I tell a nigga. When I'm out here doing what I do, I know who doing it.
But you know what I love
we
about
can
every
say-
time I see you is another level.
Yeah.
You never were the last time I saw it. First time we met in a warehouse
Mm.
talking about podcasts and everything. I start my podcast Monday at 2 p.m. So we met talking about podcasts. We went from there. The next time I saw you was coming to get your clothes out of a container that I'm now selling my product out of. And then the next time I see you out here taking a chance on life, out here just going beyond the limits and setting yourself up for success. Because that's what I see. Set up for success. I don't see you for streaming. I don't see this as set up for success.
It's only gonna get bigger from here. That's what we know, because like you said, life is about growth. Life is about evolving, pivoting. Because everything ain't gonna go how you want. You don't have that fixed mindset of it's my shit. I control everything. So it's like I had to get up out myself and let God play string his instruments. Like you feel me?
Yes.
Where you want me to go? Where I gotta go? What you want me to do?
I'll give
Pause.
3 things for mindset to the people before I go. One, always carry you a book. I keep a book with me from great people that have elevated beyond places I want to go. Because sometimes you got to understand a mindset that you wasn't given. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't given the Dick Gregory mindset. I wasn't given the Malcolm X mindset. But I took advantage of the fact that they put their words down on paper, and I can always study the mindset of the people that I want to be more like. So always carry you a book. Two, always be learning something. I mean, always be learning something. This is a syllabus, and this right here is the Constitution. This is a vision board, so I don't forget what my plans is. So always be learning. Always be in the process of learning something. You know,
The one thing about history is it repeats itself. I ain't catch you off, did I?
no, I'm about to go to my third thing. I'm about to go to my third thing.
History always repeats itself, so it's always good to go backwards.
And even though this a charger, right? I keep one with me to always remind myself to be plugged in. Don't be unplugged. A charger with me is not for me to charge my phone. I don't care if it dies. It's just to remind me that we are all plugs. And what you attach to is what you're going to get on that output. And if you're not plugged into good things, like I'm plugged into this brother, I'm always going to have somebody that's going to challenge me when I'm ready to do dumb shit. Ill Willz. Always going to challenge because I'm plugged in to a source that believe in the best version of me. This is the best charger for an iPhone. Why? Because it's going to charge you efficiently. It's not going to leave it skipping. It's the one that it came with. So God already gave us the perfect charger to plug into wherever we want to. It's up to you if you want to go to Five Below. If you want to go ahead and start having low frequency chargers being plugged into dumb shit out here. It's up to you. But if I was you, I'll go get the charger that comes with the iPhone so you can be plugged in, tuned in, and charged up.
And it don't take long. 20 minutes. This shit
20 minutes.
full.
And that's what real energy do. It don't take long. When God bless you, it's so perfect. You almost feel like, damn, what was I doing before? Because it don't take long, bro. We fuck up our own time because our mindset. We can't change and alter your mindset to see other perspective, to understand things from a level that may not be yours, bro. You messing up your own life. You becoming a hamster wheel. You moving, but you still standing still.
Thank you.
Bringing me on. Thank you for being out here. Thank you for showing us that the grind don't stop and that you have to be limitless. Ain't no limit. Get out here and do it.
Yeah, that's how you overcome the beliefs.
Exquisite, baby.
Yeah, I mean, look,
Peace and love.
everything like it did look like paper again. But then we fixed it out.
Yeah, man. Great June, and we live.
The studio.
That was crazy.
Yes, we live.
What kind of stuff you know?
I had lost my phone for like 2 weeks.
Oh, I'm like, Ill Willz, what the
And then no, when I said I'm here, I was like, I'm here, like on Instagram, like but not Instagram.
Right
here.
So, okay,
Instagram, bro. You barely get on your Instagram.
I didn't have my phone that far. That's the only reason why.
You back?
Yeah, I didn't. I'm back. I got a 20 phone now.
I'm so glad I didn't see you. Like, you want to look like I run up, nigga? Why the fuck?
Wait, Bubba Love.
hold it down, you think?
Not Bubba Love.
We're gonna hold it down.
Mama Girl.
Cultivating resilience through mindset. Every meaningful goal is come by obstacles. The difference isn't whether we fail, it's how we respond when we do.
Oh, you hosting that?
Yeah, I'm hosting it.
All right, I'm at the.
This topic explores how our mindset shapes the way we respond to setbacks, overcome failures, and persevere through adversity.
Yes, I love y'all too. Stay blessed. In the meanwhile,
We'll examine how these beliefs influence our decisions, confidence,
feel
and
it.
actions, while uncovering practical strategies to replace them with empowering perspectives that supports growth, resilience. Man, it's the last. I mean, how has your mindset helped you navigate failure or significant setbacks in the past. Man, I don't even believe in failure. I look at losses as lessons. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, every lesson was needed. You feel me? So at the end of the day, this is how you overcome. Period. Every lesson is needed. Everything you go through, you need to get through. Mm. That's what I see there. Chicago.
That's good. That's exactly. That's why I say everything you learn is a lesson,
Mm-hmm.
and when you share it and receive it, it's a blessing. Because everything that you learn, you don't receive, and everything you learn, you don't share. So you know,
I ain't gonna lie.
everything is a lesson.
That's not. That's how you know we rappers and shit. And all types of hosts and shit. Nigga just get up and just do this shit like it's nothing. Like you feel me? The improvising was crazy. But how has your mindset helped you navigate failure or significant setbacks in the past? I don't know how that's there again, but let's see what else we got here. What are some mental strategies for building resilience?
For building a village.
Resilience.
Oh yeah, like I say, just because so a lot of this we didn't already talked about.
Yeah, we did.
But
It just
basically being focused and coming up with things to do when you get distracted or things that won't distract you. So like I said, the post-it notes on my mirror when I wake up in the morning before I leave out the house, a post-it note, something like that. Just different mind. It's called mind fucking. You gotta mind fuck yourself.
mm, no, I agree. The strategies for me, it just knowing that things are gonna happen. Like you feel me? So for me, it's like if I'm outside long enough, I know I'm gonna get into some shit. Like you feel what I'm saying? Or if I get into the ring, I know I can get hit. Like you feel me? So I'm gonna take that hit and I'm gonna keep moving. Like you feel me? I ain't gonna let that hit. Oh man, he cool. Like you know what I'm saying? Or anything like that. 'Cause that's how you get stuck. You so mad that he forced you that you trying to do stupid shit to get back. And the whole time, like just relax. Like you feel me? So it's like try to relax, try to be patient, try to get the full understanding of what you're going through. Period. That's how you get resilience. Cause sh- shit don't stop. You feel me? The grind don't stop. Life ain't gonna stop. Know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you mean do what you gotta do.
Yep.
That's period.
That's the best way.
If today's episode brought you value, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this conversation with someone who's committed to growing personally. And remember, growth isn't a destination, it's a journey. Until next time, keep building from the inside out because real transformation always begins within. I'm at it.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?